It's a great day for America, Scott. And by America, I mean
Mexico, because it's Cinco de Mayo. Ay, 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 ay.
I was gonna. Why are you dancing around that hat on the floor?
Someone left it there.
That's true. I was gonna say it's a great day for America, and by America I mean me, because I'm legally changing my name to America Ferrera. And America
Ugly Betty?
And America Ferrera just bought a PlayStation 5.
We've had...
Happy birthday to me.
I would say we've had equal big wins this Cinco de Mayo.
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
You finally bought a PlayStation 5, and I got a free taquito at 7-Eleven.
Yeah. Was it the best tasting taquito you've ever had
It
in
was
your
pretty
life?
good. It really hit the spot.
Although it wasn't the as advertised
Buffalo chicken?
Because too many other people got there before you.
Yes. I was happy with my jalapeno and creme cheese.
Creme. Sounds like shrimp.
I'd watch that again. I haven't seen...
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I've seen it once.
Yeah. We're speaking of Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie.
Yes.
That's next season.
The next season is just us reviewing Tim and Eric's $1 billion movie over and over and over.
No, in 3-minute chunks.
Done. Just each gag gets one episode.
Yeah.
All right. I'm fine with that. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the Worst Year of Our Lives. Frequently,
We're in real time trying to remember how to do a podcast together.
It is strange to be in the same room, not talking about professional wrestling, and remembering how we used to do this. The answer was poorly.
Oh, that's right.
But,
I knew there was something we were missing.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It was doing it poorly.
We're not good at it. Let's put it that way.
We should have stayed separate but equal.
So, how many weeks has it been since we've done
It's been
a proper...
the last All Request Spectacular episode
I feel like it was last week, maybe, or maybe the week before that.
aired on March 28th.
Huh.
And this is airing on May 8th.
Huh.
Which I think is 6 weeks.
That doesn't make us seem like we're very good at our jobs.
There's other stuff. Don't make it sound like we just took 6 weeks off.
Remember when the All Request Spectacular started?
No.
Me neither. How many episodes have we done? 40?
Yeah, in there.
That sounds right. Yeah, it's definitely been a long time.
I believe the first... there was a pre-request Halloween.
Yes.
But the first official request episode, I think, was the first week of December. And here we find ourselves in the first week of May. Exactly as long as we anticipated this to go. Right?
Yep.
This is what we put on the schedule?
I was thinking 5 solid months where we do a bunch of stuff in the middle.
Yeah.
But also regret that we're doing it so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All that.
That's how I felt. Yeah.
We really nailed it.
Yeah, we're so good at this.
But it did, in part, help you become
the proud owner of a PlayStation 5.
A new proud papa.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody who, gave us money for this. And I just kept putting it off until yesterday at work. I was like, you know what? I deserve it.
It's my birthday.
My birthday's tomorrow.
Part 2 of this airs on your birthday.
There you go.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to me. I'm 47.
You
In
look...
my parents' basement where I'm living. Happy birthday. I'm 43.
Yeah. I think 3.
I think it's 43. Yeah.
You look
That's
47.
how I want my lunch. Thank you. I'll tell you how you keep yourself looking so young.
Cream baths.
You be less than 40.
Yes.
That's how you keep yourself looking so young.
If I could offer
Don't ever be 40.
one piece of advice, it is be less than 40.
Be less than 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's one thing you take away, let it be this. Never. I feel like
no one on this podcast will ever be 40.
I agree.
Except for we've already had... Was Greg 40 when he did the podcast? Probably
Greg was
not,
40
right?
when we met him.
That's true. He is
So,
he is
yes.
Diamond Dallas Sage, so...
I feel like Billy Madison is shaking the fat kid's face who can't wait to go to high school. No, stay here. Stay as long as you can. That.
Remember when somebody was going to pay for us to do Billy Madison? That was interesting.
Oh, yeah! What the fuck, Cody?
Yeah,
You know what? You got 2 more weeks.
You jerk.
You've had like 8 paychecks
Yep, that's true.
since you brought it up.
That's true.
Fucking get on it.
You can try and negotiate with us.
Yeah.
There's no
We will negotiate harshly.
There's no guarantee that your negotiation tactics will work.
But worth trying.
You can try.
Damn, I forgot about that. Now I'm mad at him. Now we're in a fight, me and him.
Do it. So back to doing this regular old
Back to the Future, Part 3, the best one.
Hot take, I like 3 better than 2.
I like 3 because it has the boy pointing to his penis who needs to pee during the take, and they missed it and left it in. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. It's so funny.
It's great.
The kid's the biggest pro of all time. The kid is pissing his pants, but does not want to interrupt the take.
Nope. Because he knows that he'll get beaten if he interrupts
And that
the
kid,
big scene on the train.
and that kid grew up to be Michael J. Fox.
Oh. Wow.
Because it was time travel. That was young Michael
So
J. Fox.
Doc Brown was Michael J. Fox's father the whole time?
No, Doc Brown is old Michael J. Fox from the future.
So
the
so
kid pissing his pants on the train is young Michael J.
he
Fox.
came
from the past.
back in time to the 50s.
Yeah.
Lived from the 50s till the 80s.
Yes.
Met Michael J. Fox,
Yes.
who was the younger version of
him. Yes.
Taught him how to time travel.
Uh-huh.
Then he goes back to the 50s, meets original time travel to the past version of Old Man Him.
Correct.
Who taught him how to go back forward in time.
And fuck his mom.
But then he accidentally sent himself even further back in time.
Correct.
And then had to sire his own self so that he could go forward in time and leave baby version of him in the future to grow up to be Michael J. Fox so that he could just start the whole thing over again.
You've got it.
That's some next level writing. I'm glad AI is writing our scripts now. I love that this writer's strike is like ruining every network television show that only you and old people watch.
Not my Law and Orders.
Not your Law and Orders.
Not Mayim Bialik and Call Me Cat.
I don't know how we're
not season 4 of Bob Hart's Abishola.
Yeah.
A thing that's real.
Yep.
I think that's real on network television.
Yep.
And millions of people watch every day. Nobody knows anyone who does, but they're out there.
83 episodes.
83 episodes.
83 fucking episodes. Do they fuck?
No.
8 minutes and I swore. Whatever.
I don't know.
No?
They can't.
They must. They fall in love. Scott, when people fall in love, especially old people, you're telling me they don't have sex?
I don't know. It's very interracial.
Okay, I'm gonna
and I don't know.
I'm gonna Google
if that's okay on network TV.
Bob fuck.
It's not called Bob Fucks Abishola. What's even the premise? She's his Jamaican nurse after
she's Nigerian.
After he has his 14th heart attack.
She's Nigerian. Oh, apparently they
have a mocha baby.
So according to this Reddit user on the r/Bob Hart's Abishola subreddit, I can't believe there's a subreddit for it, and there's multiple people posting about it. It said,
it's hopping.
This is from the user the Troper Nate. I did not enjoy the last episode. I think they made it look like Bob. They made me look at Bob a little differently when he wanted sex.
Oh.
They just did an episode showing that Abishola does not express affection the way many people do. For Bob to bring up sex now felt uncharacteristic. At the same time, perhaps they did it for the Nigerians. They show that they are sexual people and not just serious and all work. I still felt odd to see Dundee go out on about his exploits, but maybe that was the reason. Thoughts? And then somebody wrote a fucking dissertation about, I don't know, fucking on CBS. Yeah. Oh, Abishola takes the values of her Christian faith quite seriously, and so she places a greater value on chastity outside of marriage.
She wearing a cage?
She's wearing a cage?
I don't know.
I don't think they wear the cages.
You can't cage a pussy?
Well, part of the pussy's missing.
I know why the caged pussy sings.
There's nothing
by Maya Angelou.
There's nothing for the cage to hang on to.
It's really an absence of space. How can you cage a hole?
It's like putting your towel on a doorknob. If there's no doorknob, the towel just falls off.
You're a towel.
You're a towel. No, I'm a human being. You're a. Do you want to finish the line?
No.
I'm sure we can say it. Nobody's gonna care. You're a beaner towel. Well, I like that. I love that there is a Bob Hearts Abishola subreddit.
There's a thriving B Hearts A subreddit.
Bob Hearts Abishola porn.
Oh boy. Well, this is the podcast now, guys.
Are you 18 years or older? No. I was hoping that there was like a porn parody, but I guess it's too obscure of something to have a porn parody, maybe.
It's a network sitcom. It's hugely successful. They've made 83 episodes, I've heard.
That's a lot, actually, especially in this time when everything gets canceled constantly.
Yeah.
Including people. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
What did Lance Armstrong ever do?
Cut his ball off.
You know, he's on that
he did
new...
himself.
Have you heard about... Hey, more network TV talk.
Oh, great.
Oh, I'm Scott, by the way. And my co-host.
Pistol Pete.
Okay.
Maravich.
Okay. Star athlete.
Yeah.
Pistol Pete
Maravich. Who is alive or dead?
I'm going to
say alive.
Alive. The verdict?
He died in 1988.
Oh, no.
At 40.
I didn't even know he was sick.
I didn't even know he was sick. What did he die from?
He was probably sick.
What? Yeah. What if Magic Johnson gave him AIDS?
Oh, no.
And he couldn't survive it.
What if he gave... Because if he died in 88, he could have given Magic AIDS.
Heart failure at 40.
Ooh,
while playing pickup basketball.
I feel like this is probably a famous death we should have known, actually.
I mean, maybe. I mean, yeah, he was a pretty well-known basketball player.
Yeah, whose heart exploded at 40.
Yeah, heart exploding at 40 is a pretty big deal.
Damn. Well, we learned something.
Yeah, I didn't realize... I mean, this is sports talk radio now,
sports.
But I think if you had asked me what team he played for the majority of his career, I was going to say Detroit.
Phoenix Suns.
No. 4 years with one team, then 5 years with another team, who then relocated, and 1 year with that relocated, and then one final year.
The St. Louis Jazz.
They weren't the St. Louis Jazz. They were the...
Cardinals.
Nope. They were the New Orleans Jazz.
Yeah.
And he played for mostly the Jazz.
He's a jazz man.
But I would have said Pistons. I don't know why.
And then they moved to Utah, where they don't allow music.
Allow music.
No.
Continue your thought.
No, it's whatever it was. It's gone. It couldn't have been exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just that I'm Scott, and you can.
I'm Drew.
You can find me at Not Scott Henson on Twitter. Maybe just Twitter. But what about you?
Oh boy. Well, I'm Drew. You can follow me, Saren's Outlaws, on things, including Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Whaler, Gruff, Scruff, McGruff.
Now, I've been
Mastodon.
wondering, of your various furry dating apps,
Yeah.
what is specifically the difference between Gruff and Scruff?
Scruff is for doms to find subs
Okay.
so that they can bite their necks.
Okay.
And Gruff is...
You can do it.
I don't,
You can do it.
I don't have anything for Gruff. Gruff is grown-ups who want to grow
Push through.
hair. I don't know.
To me, Gruff is more...
Dogs.
They're both doggy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But to me, Gruff is more, for lack of a better term, gruff. And, like it's more S&M, doms and subs, and Scruff to me is more playful.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I would describe them as the Scooby and Scrappy of dog dating apps.
Topical.
Oh yeah.
Topical.
So we got to talk about fucking Velma. Not yet. We're putting off Velma as long as we can, even though it's first.
Yeah.
But we got plenty to do before that.
You can also follow me on Mastodon. Letterboxd is the main one. And now you can follow me on Steam.
We're Steam Boys now. Why? You'll find out later.
None of your business.
You'll find out on Drew's birthday.
None of
not
your,
a minute before.
None of your goddamn business.
The
Anyways, I feel like you had something you wanted to say there, Slugger?
yeah.
Sports fan?
I don't like patronizing
Tough guy?
dad. Tough guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got that. Oh, yeah, let's just get all the stuff.
Just power through it. Scott.
Power through the stuff. This is Against All Odds and All Request episode. And if you would like to, if your name is Cody, or Brian, or even, God forbid, a third name, and you would like to contribute to this before the wheels fall off completely, which is scheduled to be in 2 weeks, then get your requests in now for 100 US American dollars or more per request, per under 2 hour request, let's be clear, to paypal.me/notscotthenson, and let's get some more in, but not too many more in, because I would love for the episode 2 weeks from now to actually be the last episode. One, because enough already, and two, because it will actually be overall request episode number 20. And I was actually kind of having mild OCD freakouts when it was going to be 19. But now we're good. But 20 still has room to add to.
What if they do enough that it's 21?
I'll flip out, but also be like okay with it, because now we're charging the right amount of money for it. So if you're gonna ruin it now is the time to ruin it, and not earlier.
Yeah.
So do that. Go to manscaped.com and fucking buy something using promo code CATS20, whatever. You'll know if things change by the level of enthusiasm and length of our Manscaped promo.
You can always tell depending on how much Hitler talk there is. If we're talking Hitler,
strangely,
then you know we're getting paid.
Yeah, strangely, the more Hitler talk during Manscaped reads, the better they're doing with us. It's an inverse proportionality of not talking about Hitler to getting paid.
Correct.
What else? Oh, everyone who is currently a member on the YouTube is doing a nice job in that they are members and have continued to be members. Everyone's sticking around, and I love that. Good customer retention, they're calling that. But I would love some new customers to retain also.
I would love some nude.
I would love some nude tane also. But I'm pretty sure, now it could be wrong. It could be just 21 of you are listening to this podcast a lot. But if there are in fact more than 21 of you listening, I would love some of the other non-21 to go to the YouTube. If you're not already there, maybe that's how you're already listening to this. youtube.com/@notscotthenson and click the join button. And you get the cool emotes that everybody loves. You get early episodes at the $10 level or higher, or sometimes at the $5 level if I forget. So that's
has happened.
Has happened. And priority access to us and our genitals. So that seems like a pretty good deal. Mm-hmm. So I would love to get a few new members. So click the join button there. And if you can't, for whatever reason, if you're poor, if your dad is monitoring your internet usage, and you can't do the join thing, just subscribe if you're not already. That's fucking free. It costs $0 to subscribe, and that's why we don't necessarily respect you if that's all you do.
That is true.
But it is very, very much the least you could do. So do that, and then click the stupid bell after you subscribe, because subscribing does nothing. It's a good system. I think that's all the stuff. I don't know if you want a Cameo. You can go to cameo.com/scoot. That's fun for everyone, mostly you, but. And I think that's all the stuff. I want to talk about Vegas.
No. Oh. Okay. Just a little bit, but only the good parts. So not the whole trip.
Okay.
It was my first FurCon. It was Baby's first FurCon.
Baby's first FurCon and Baby's first Vegas.
And Baby's first Vegas. I am going to say I don't think FurCons are for Drew.
That's what I heard in your Q&A.
Yep. If you're not buying or selling art, doing whippets, or staying in your hotel room and having gay sex, it's not really for most people.
And we only did half of that.
We only did half, which is a lot, but I don't.
We didn't do a ton at the. Well, I mean, there wasn't a ton to do at the con.
No,
so,
we
went and did Vegas stuff.
I did not expect there to be a ton to do. At the con, but I was expecting there to be, I don't know, just more. I don't know, the con seemed so very, very specific to only a very one type of demographic, which is sexual creeps and weird artists. Although there was a lot of cool art there. I will say that. There is.
The Dealer's Den was pretty good.
Yeah, Dealer's Den was pretty cool. There was a lot of unique artwork, and I mean some of the suits are incredible.
Yeah.
Seeing them in person is so much different than seeing them on Twitter.
It is. Yeah.
So that is very cool. But yeah, I don't know that I need to go to another FurCon unless I will go to where a FurCon is.
Yeah.
If it's somewhere cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it's worth buying a badge to go to the FurCon anymore. I think
we honestly, I mean, were they even checking going into the Dealer's Den? Because I feel like we could have just ghosted that.
We could have just 100% ghosted it. And also because we're macho bros, we could have just done whatever the fuck we wanted.
That's true. Some nerd is going to stop us for a badge?
Not even a little bit.
I'll fucking dribble you like a basketball, motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm Pistol Pete Maravich. I'm dead.
I'm dead almost around the time I was born.
And years before I was born.
Yes. Because no one here is near 40.
Nobody. Let's take attendance. Everyone near 40 say aye. See? Nobody.
Silent room.
Mm-hmm. It's a scary video game.
Yeah, it is. It really is. But yeah, I enjoyed Vegas a lot. Vegas was fun.
Yeah.
Even though there were parties involved that actively were trying to prevent me from having a lot of fun.
If let's say you went to Vegas again, would you make any adjustments?
You know what? I feel like I would definitely involve.
I could think of one
less people. There are some people that would be not invited this time.
Okay.
Not going to name names, and it's not Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like even though a lot of it, I definitely felt like somebody had to be a babysitter and ruin my night. No, I like seeing the strip, seeing all the casinos and stuff was actually really cool.
We because the con was Saturday, Sunday, and then we were on the strip Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I went home Wednesday. That Monday when we like moved from con to strip,
yes,
we put in some fucking distance.
We put in some hours
on the strip.
Yeah,
We did 40,000 steps.
Yeah.
And legit saw like probably close to 75% of the major casinos. Like we did a lot
on that first walk along. Yeah, we did.
We did so much.
Yeah, we really did. We saw like pretty much everything.
We did because we were in the Horseshoe, and then Paris, Planet Hollywood, Bellagio, Caesars, Cosmo, Aria, MGM Grand, New York, Excalibur, Mandalay.
Yeah. We got to hit all the big points, especially the biggest point. We got to see we got to go to the place where the world record was set, and even though that's pretty dark, that's pretty fucking cool.
It was like that was a big one on the Andrew's checklist for sure. Like I want to see.
I want to go to where it happened.
I want to see where Stephen Paddock put up some fucking numbers.
He really absolutely just everything you'd ever want to see in a mass murder.
Because I had either forgotten or didn't know that the murders came from Mandalay Bay, but were not at Mandalay Bay.
Right.
He was on like the 34th floor or whatever, and across like the big Las Vegas Boulevard from Mandalay is basically a big open parking lot, and that's where the concert was, where the numbers were actually counted. Because I thought it was just something in like behind Mandalay or something, or down.
I think when it happened, I thought it was like literally down between two buildings.
Thought it was something like the hotel was like looking down onto.
It is
across the damn street.
It is far.
Yeah,
that is not an easy shot.
But for the layman.
Yeah, for a regular person.
For all-time high scorer, I've no problem.
But yeah, it
21 bags of guns. Let me be very clear here. I didn't say 21 guns. 21 duffel bags full of guns.
21 savages.
21 gun bag salute. An amount of guns he could
just
never have hoped to use.
No.
So what was going on?
Scott, we will never know. We are never going to find out ever.
That's so upsetting.
What the answer is.
No criminal record, no mental illness.
No note, no nothing.
Elite member status with the hotel.
No manifesto.
Nothing.
Wild. But we got to go.
We got
to see the place that the world record was set.
As we're riding the tram from Excalibur to Mandalay, we're like, oh my god, there it is. It's right there.
I want to see the crosses. I want to see all the crosses. Spoiler alert, no crosses.
There weren't crosses.
No X's.
We're honestly disrespectful.
And I didn't I expect there to at least be like a plaque or something.
You think there'd be something where at the site of the biggest mass murder in the history of the United States, I mean, besides like earlier stuff with a certain group of people, Andrew Jackson stuff.
Andrew Jackson.
Let's call it Andrew Jackson stuff. The best president.
The best president. That's not George W.
Number 13? More like number 1. Made myself laugh. I hope he is number 13. I'll be really pleased with myself.
I mean, I don't know if he is or not. I couldn't tell you.
I think we got a chance. Andrew Jackson is number... Give me a number, asshole. Come on. Oh, 7th. Not even close.
Boo. You're bad. Scott, you suck. You suck. You suck.
At least Van Buren took over for him and got everything right.
Solved all the problems.
Yep.
Good old Marty.
MVP.
Marty Van Buren.
MVP, more like MVP.
Correct.
Who is number 13? Now I'm interested.
We had some pretty good food.
Yep.
I will say the number 2 thing that ruined my trip was the fact that everybody fucking smokes in the casinos, and because I'm allergic to cigarette smoke, it really bothered me a lot.
Yeah, probably didn't want to spend a lot of time on the casino floor at any given time.
And allergy pills only do so much. Yeah. So it that was
that takes getting used to for sure.
For sure.
But real good food. Oscars off the strip.
Oscars was very good.
Very cool.
I heard you guys say it beforehand, but I didn't actually hear the answer. But it was referenced that somebody was going to say that something was not very good or was only okay, and there was debate as to whether or not said person was going to say that.
Oh, and if debate as to whether Adam would say Oscars was just okay because he has the weirdest opinions on food because he can't actually taste anything because he started chain smoking when he was 13.
Yeah.
And
but I never actually ended up hearing the end result of that.
I think he said it was good. I think it was a little more positive than we were expecting.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's what we ended up at.
Well, that's good because I didn't hear the answer. And did somebody overthink how well something was cooked and then immediately fake having stomach pains, or am I remembering that incorrectly?
I think you're remembering it correctly. I'm just impressed they ordered a meal at the restaurant, which cannot be said for all of the outings.
Correct.
So that was actually
food was eaten.
That was actually one of the better ones.
Yep. Yeah, I did not expect that at all.
Yeah.
But hey, at least we went to the buffet.
I am so glad the buffet was good because
I think Santino was too, because I don't think he wanted to hear from you about it.
He did not, because we went to it last year.
Yeah,
1 week after it had opened from being closed for all of COVID.
Yeah,
and it sucked. It was not good, and we weren't planning to go to it again.
Yeah,
we were planning to go to the barbecue place.
Yes.
Yeah, we're planning to go to the barbecue place in the Palms, the same hotel, which when we got there, because we do good prep work, was closed on Tuesdays. So we're like, well, the buffet is here. Shall we roll the dice? And we actually rolled the dice, and it was so much better.
Yeah, it was.
Than we went last year. And I said, look, Santino, here is the highest praise I can give after the meal. I said, I'm not pissed at you. And
I'm not mad.
Yeah. And that was really saying something, because I was fixing to be pissed.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last year the brisket at the carving station was made out of pure liquid smoke. And was inedible, and it was very good. And there was lots of good, and they had more menu items than last time.
Yeah, I mean, I literally just started at one end at the
work your way down
the ethnic food.
Yep,
and then worked my way down to Mexico Town, and then I did
down Mexico way.
Yeah, I've not been to a buffet. I've only ever been to buffets that are like Chinese food buffets. I think I don't know that I've ever been.
Yeah, I've been to a Golden Corral.
Yeah, I don't
an
think
old
so.
country buffet and Uncle Willie's.
An Uncle Willie's. I feel like maybe maybe we went to a buffet once that was...
We went to a terrible one once. I can't remember if you were there.
Well, did we go to one in like Pittsburgh or
think
Chicago or something?
I think we might have I think we might have gone to a Golden Corral in Pittsburgh, and it was awful.
Yeah, maybe I do remember that. Well, where was the place? No, I don't think that wasn't a buffet. That was a diner, I think. Remember when there was that very loose girl that came and I kicked that chair across the room so she couldn't sit next to me? Where was that? That was maybe one of the funniest things I've ever done.
That was very funny.
And like kind of out of character for me because I'm not actually that mean.
Yeah,
but I just like didn't want this slut sitting next to me because she'd been like trying to bang all of the like, I don't know, like the Iowa guys or something the whole time, and we're like, you're gross.
That might have been Chicago.
Maybe that was Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But very funny.
It was very funny. Like I said, it was probably one of the funniest things I've ever done.
I've been to one really good buffet that I hope you this was really good. This one's different. That I hope you for somehow get to experience sometime. The Nordic Lodge in Rhode Island.
Oh yeah. I've heard stories.
Yeah, it was like, and this was in the mid 2000s. It was like $85 then. I can only imagine what it is now. I'm assuming over 100, but you can fucking make your money back.
Yeah.
And I did. Like, they have a room, not a tank. They have a room full of lobsters.
Yep.
Where you get the whole lobster, and then
you get to stare it in the face and decide which one lives and which one dies.
Absolutely.
Like it.
And if you're me, you get the whole lobster and then take the tail off and throw the rest away and eat 6 lobster tails.
Sure.
And like filet mignon, prime rib, Haagen-Dazs ice cream bar, the work, king crab legs, like every high end thing in buffet form. It's nutso. And there are ones like that in Vegas. I think the Wynn has a high-end buffet and Caesars has a high-end buffet. But yeah, I think they're like $90. So you got to be in the right mood for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, even the one at the Palms was pretty decent, like, but I'm like,
good.
This is like a middle of the road.
Yeah.
Not like a highest like level. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I wonder what the really good ones are like.
Yeah, the really good ones are really good, but also really expensive.
Yeah. I could go to a really expensive one.
We will next time. Good. And maybe with, I don't know, one less person?
Oh, with people who sleep and eat?
Sleep and eat, you say? Oh, what are
both. I want the best of both worlds.
Oh, Sleep and Eat, the guy from Bamboozled.
Yeah. Because I'm greedy.
We'll keep Mantan.
Well, we will keep him.
But we'll keep Sleep and Eat, but get rid of Mantan.
Yeah. Mantan can go.
But yeah, I when I was telling people about it, I said the same thing. I'm like, well, the trip was not perfect for some reasons, but don't get me wrong, I still really enjoyed the trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I had fun.
Yeah.
It's not like I was miserable or unhappy the whole time.
Yeah.
I definitely needed some Drew alone time at a certain point.
Yep.
Where I just like went and hung out in like I walked through the casino to the casino next door, and then the like adjacent casino. I was just like, I need to breathe. I feel like I'm suffocating right now, and I just
you should have kids. No thanks.
I don't think I need that in my life. Don't you put that poison on me, Ricky Bobby. But yeah, I did not enjoy myself.
Yeah.
I would 10 out of 10 would do again.
Yeah.
And I think it would be cool to like stay at another hotel.
Yeah.
And just experience all that and not have to be stuck as a grown ass adult man babysitting another grown ass adult man. Not naming names, but
it could have been anyone.
You are.
It could have been anyone.
It was you. I was babysitting you the whole time.
Oh,
yeah.
And here I thought I was
spoiler alert.
Strong, independent woman.
Depends who you ask.
Kelly Clarkson.
You mean Smelly Kelly? Piggy Clarkson?
Poor girl.
Nah, she deserves it. She's a pig.
Who
gave this pig her own talk show?
I'm telling you said that.
Yeah, go for it.
At the next fat girl meeting that I go to.
I don't know why we're being mean to that Kelly. It's the wrong Kelly.
Exactly. You're sublimating your frustrations onto the wrong Kelly.
Yeah.
But again, it could have been anyone.
Could have been anyone. We did have pool fun though.
We did have pool fun.
Pool fun was the only fun that involved everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Even like Top Golf, I feel like it was not being taken seriously by a third party. Like it was an inconvenience to have to do.
And like not that you had to take it seriously, but just like, you know.
Yeah, I feel like it was just like ball swing, fuck, whatever, and then not like, this is like just like an easy chill thing to do at night. It was like
fun.
No,
run. Yeah.
Oh fuck, whatever.
We're on the 4th story of a fun driving range.
Yeah.
I'm not injuring myself. It's going great.
I was doing great, by the way.
You were crushing.
I was doing really fucking good.
You were socking dingers.
I even did one left-handed.
You did, which is nuts.
Yeah, left-handed and like straight down the middle.
Yeah,
perfect.
And then you were hitting back walls.
I was hitting back walls.
Blowing the ranges back out.
I love blowing out that back wall. I wish there was a like a batting cage version of that, but I don't know how you would do that.
I'm sure there's a way.
5 levels of batting cages.
I mean, that's You'd have to adjust slightly.
Well, because you need the pitching machine in front of you.
Yeah.
But then you just have to have like a bunch of pitching machines, all pitching balls.
Yeah, everyone
that feels
needs
insane.
Yeah, I guess.
But I want it. I want it, and I want it now.
We'll see what we can do. Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. However, the Topgolf curse was passed on, and I feel like I put that evil
you did.
on someone else.
Ah, you did.
Because last year on my birthday, we went to Topgolf at that very same Topgolf in Las Vegas.
Right.
And it probably had something to do with the fact that 3 days prior we had gotten the shit beaten out of our backs by someone who throws chair shots too hard.
Yep.
And then I had golfed for 55 of our allotted 60 minutes and was also socking dingers and probably trying to show off a bit.
Yeah.
And then with 5 minutes left, I bend over to pick up a ball. Not even, let's be clear, not even a swing.
Not even a swing.
Picking up a ball, and my back rips in half. So I was looking for some sort of redemption at this one where that didn't happen. And the whole time I was praying to Jehovah above, please don't let me get hurt again. Please don't let me get hurt again. Let someone, if someone else has to get hurt, let them. I don't care.
Yeah, as long as it's not me, I'm fine.
And then it happened. The next day I received a message from young Matthew, the proprietor of Nomad Complex. Probably the number one furry clothing line out there. Who that morning, post Topgolf, had in the bathroom bent over to pick up a towel and became paralyzed. Could not move, was in excruciating pain. Had to stay in Vegas an extra day because he couldn't even get to the airport.
Yeah.
And it was a whole
But didn't he go to the airport?
Sorry, he was going to try to make it. Yeah, he was in the wheelchair at the airport, and then the flight got delayed, canceled. And he was very sad.
Did he go back and stay at the same hotel?
Yeah. He went back at the, just got another day at Alexis Park. Yeah.
Not going to stay there again. Although they did have good air conditioning.
Great.
But I feel like
air conditioning.
Most places have good air conditioning.
Most places in Vegas have good air conditioning.
Except for the Horseshoe.
Yeah,
air conditioner
not as good.
Worked.
Yeah. But man, because a lot don't, temperature-wise, don't go a lot lower than mid to high 60s.
Yeah.
Alexis Park went to 60 and had a turbo.
Yeah.
We got that place frigid.
Yeah. It was a nice sleep. Yeah. And it was nice to come in from outside.
Yes, very nice
to come in. It
wasn't
super hot while we were there, and it was cloud cover a lot of the time, but it was very much Like, okay, I'm feeling very warm, and then we get inside, and I'm like, this is the perfect temperature.
This is great. Yeah.
This is so good.
It's very nice.
And like even sleeping on the pull-out couch was like not that bad. I was really expecting to wake up in the morning and be like, hey, guess what, guys? I can't walk.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, this is fine.
Good.
It was pretty good. I would have liked to have slept a lot longer, but somebody had to romper stomper their way around the bedroom, around the living room where I was sleeping at like, I don't know, 4:45 in the morning because they couldn't sleep. Not naming names,
Could've been anyone.
but he's not a big cat.
He's a
dumb dog.
bad dog.
Or a coward, if you want. Anyways.
Yeah, but yeah, don't need to stay at Alexis Park again.
No, I like it. The outside, the foyer, like all that area was like cool. Like I like that setup.
The setup's good. Yeah.
But because like the room that like Santino and them were staying in, or like Matt was staying in, like those were nicer rooms.
Yeah.
But they obviously don't fit 3 people.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the room we were staying in, I was like, oh, this is like the forgotten part of the hotel. Like this is the just like.
What was your clue that we were
end.
the literal furthest suite away on the property?
On the property,
we were the back left corner.
Yeah.
You couldn't have gotten further away. Like there from the lobby to room. There's no further room.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
and it was. I felt like the bathroom wasn't that great, and it wasn't that clean. There was definitely hair like. That like,
there was definitely
on
hair.
the wall that was none of ours because it was like longer black hair.
Yeah.
That.
Well, I did bring a bit of that with me
from home.
From home. Yeah.
From your pubes.
I don't know.
Your black pubes.
My long
your
black
6-inch black pubes. Gross. Like you had a Manscaped subscription, whatever. Kind of. You know what? If you think about it, it's kind of a subscription.
It sort of is.
It's like a meat of the week club, but the meat is your dick and balls.
That's true.
And anus. Anyways, I'd go back to Vegas. It was fun. I had enjoyed myself. I did a little bit of gambling. You did a little bit of gambling. You ended up coming up on up.
I did end up coming up.
And I came out a little under, but not enough that I was like pissed or sad.
Yeah.
Like I played $37 and I left with $5.
Yeah, you'd be okay.
So I was like, that's fine.
Yeah. And like, just think of it just like you paid a bit to have
for entertainment.
Fun. Yeah. Like that's how you have to think about
playing the big cat machine.
Yep.
I should have quit when I was up. I was up like $40 and I was like, I should just get out now.
At the same machine, not even knowing that I had played it. That
I could have assumed.
I mean, if there's going to be one machine, knowing I had been to that was Ellis Island, which is the one place near Strip, not on, that has $5 blackjack.
It's where we became American citizens.
It's where we became American.
But they took away our last names.
Yeah, they made our last names less Jewy.
Yeah. Or in my case, less hyphenated.
Yes. Yeah, and when I was last there, I won I think $80 on the big cat machine, and Drew of course gravitated to the same one.
Of course, why wouldn't I?
And won some money, stupid. And then lost it.
Yep.
Yeah,
well, I got one of those. Same thing as you. I got one of those bonus rounds, right? So it was like 5.
Yeah.
And like a couple of them paid out like $12, and I was like, "Whoa, this is looking up."
Yep.
And of course, I hadn't gambled before, so I was like,
"I'm gonna keep doing it."
Oh, if I just keep playing, I'm just gonna keep winning.
Now, I'm just gonna keep winning.
You never stop winning.
No, once you start, it's momentum.
Once you pop, you can't stop.
Exactly. I play slot. I think I played a very little bit of slots there. I mostly played blackjack there, and
you played the big cat machine. Yeah. After I did.
Yeah. I don't think I did much on it.
No. You were very quick. You busted quick.
I was a quick buster. I mostly played the blackjack there and lost almost all of my $100 immediately. Mm-hmm. I got down to probably 25, like in as many turns as that would take, which I guess would be 15 if you're doing the math. And then I'm like, I know how to turn this around. Start betting more. And it worked. And I totally broke even on blackjack. I was thrilled. And then then my only other betting was the last day. Santee. Oh yeah, that was post. Was post Resorts World, I guess. Post Here Kitty Kitty. It was just me and Santino.
Yeah, we went back to the hotel.
You guys went back
after watching hockey.
Yeah. After I finally got, after multiple tries, into the Here Kitty Kitty Vice Den at Resorts World, which I tried to multiple times. Last time I was in Vegas, when we went, it was closed for a corporate function, which seems to defeat the purpose of a secret speakeasy. But okay. And then on this trip, we went the day before. I believe it closes at 12 or 12:30. Mm-hmm. We were there just after 10, and they had already done their last seating, apparently. Yeah. Fuck you. I did not let that deter me. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm going. So we went much earlier the next day and actually got in, and it was cool.
Yeah. We also didn't get to see the lights and water show.
Yeah,
because of the wind.
The show at the Wynn was canceled because of the wind. Which
coincidence? I think not.
I don't think so. But at least you got to see the lake and the bar area, which is
and they had the cool the LED light screen.
Yeah, like you see what it would be, just not the show.
It looked like one of those Just Dance video games on the screen.
It was a real Just Dance.
Yeah.
So then after Here Kitty Kitty, although of the two secret bars we went to that day, I liked the one at our hotel better. Because the Here Kitty Kitty was like louder music and more like bar vibe, whereas the Lock at the Horseshoe was like quiet music, like big leather chairs, and like fancy rich white man stuff, which is what I came for.
Because that's you.
Because that's me.
You're a fancy rich
as a fancy rich white man. And actually, that one did a cool thing where you fill out a vague questionnaire and they make you a drink based on that.
Are you gay? Yes.
Yes.
Don't have to fill out the rest of the
Cosmopolitan it is.
If you selected yes, please hand in your pamphlet now.
Yeah, when he was like, where do you like to go on vacation? Like the beach, the forest,
camping.
Yeah, like what's your zodiac sign? And like that bullshit. But the drink's pretty good. And the thing with the drinks at secret bars is, one, they are very good, and two, they are very expensive. So keep that in mind on your travels. After the second secret bar, it was just me and Santino, and he wanted to go to one of his two happy places in Vegas, and his happy places entail watching sad old white people shuffling, dancing to music. It's
pretty funny.
One of them is at Mandalay Bay. It's like Rhythm and Riffs or something.
Yeah.
With just like a live shitty band plays while the oldest, saddest people you can imagine, and then the other one is dueling pianos at the Link. Harrah's. At the Harrah's. So we went to Harrah's because it was closer, because Mandalay's all the way at the other end of the street. Yeah, that's why we did it. Because an Uber, just like without any turns, because it's just straight down the strip, was $35. And we're like, oh, well, we're not going to do that.
That's crazy. That's a scam. That's a big scam.
Big scam. So I went to dueling pianos at Harrah's, and it was like 11 or so, and I was like, I have to buy my mother cookies from the Honolulu Cookie Company. So, which is at the Link Promenade, which is just like a hotel and a half over. So I left San at dueling pianos. He'll be fine. He's where he wants to be.
Yeah.
So I walked through
like a pig in shit.
Like a pig in shit. Like a boar with pink stripes in shit.
Yes. Definitely wearing his suit.
Yeah, definitely wore his suit that he flew across international borders. Definitely wore it once, right?
Yeah, at least once.
Wore it at least
once,
if
not multiple times.
Didn't just get
or 0 times.
The only wearing was some twink from Atlanta.
Yeah.
I like that guy, by the way. He was a good hang.
Yeah, he was fun.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Shout out to Zap.
I wasn't sure who he was at first.
I hadn't met him before.
Like, I was like, is this some kind of weird, like, sex object for this group
I
of
don't. I think
people? And
I think he would have originally been LW's friend because LW lived in Georgia for a while.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I think that's where he's from. So no,
I thought you were going to say he's straight, and I was like, whoa.
No. Don't be silly. No. Yeah, and it was his 29th birthday, and it looked like he was turning 8.
Yep. Yep.
He's doing it right. So yeah, anyway, yeah, so I go through Harrah's, I go through most of the link, and something out of the corner of my eye catches me. But I'm like, no time for this right now. I'm on a mission. It closes soon. I need to buy my mother cookies. So I go to down the Link Promenade, get the cookies, mission accomplished, come back through Link, and now it's time to devote the attention necessary to what caught my eye, which is the stinkin' rich slot machine with a very fetching anthropomorphic skunk on it. And I'm like, okay, this clearly spoke to me for a reason. I need to play this. So
I'm horny and I like stink.
Horny. I'm a big stink guy. Yeah. So this is what I need to do right now. Sand can wait. He'll be okay. He's got dueling pianos. And he's figured out the trick where if you play video poker at the bar, you just get your drinks free, which is important because those drinks are like $18.
Yeah, one of mine and Kelly's Uber drivers told us that.
Yeah.
He was telling us all the places to go to where to play to get free drinks.
Yeah.
And we're like, uh-huh.
both of you being big drinkers.
Yeah, and both of us wanting to spend time with the other one.
I mean, he'd have probably been okay spending it with you. I actually don't even know what he's okay with.
I don't.
Who's to even know? So anyway, I go to Stinkin' Rich. I sit down, and there were 2, and I had to decide which was the correct one. And I put in $30, and I won $180. And
not bad.
And after I won it, get this. Are you listening? Are you sitting down?
Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm sitting.
Okay, Drew has been standing up to this point.
Yeah. I usually record standing.
I stopped playing.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that the skunk came to life and sucked your dick.
Suck me dry.
If you win $180 in that machine, the skunk comes to life and sucks your dick.
Honestly, it should. That was the one sort of minor disappointment of the whole thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm up way more money than I expected to be, but
my dick's not covered in skunk stunk.
My dick is not musked.
You know it's just pee, right?
Aw. So that was very nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's everything that happened.
Yep. I don't know how we're the news, and we kind of buried the lead today.
The Met Gala?
Nope.
Oh. Because that needs its own episode.
Financier Stephen Deckoff paid $60 million for Great St. James and Little St. James through his SD investment firm. Deckoff is the founder of Black Diamond Capital Management. The purchase price reflects a steep discount from the $110 million for which the 2 properties were recently listed.
What did he get it for?
60.
Both?
Both for 60. And he's planning on turning them into resorts.
Not family-friendly amusement parks?
Nope.
With a dark underbelly?
And they're going to have ghosts.
Someone said this in the comments yesterday, and I didn't believe them.
Yeah. Little St. James spans around 71.6 acres and includes a helipad, private dock, gas station,
Scary Temple,
high-capacity water filtration,
Scary
2
Temple.
Pools, the main compound,
Scary
4
Temple.
guest villas, 3 private beaches,
Scary
a gym,
Temple.
a tiki hut, and a mass grave of children.
We could have got it for 30.
We could have got it for 30.
I've got 30.
It could have been 20. It could have been 40-20.
Motherfucker.
Well, I think if there's one thing we've learned from this is that our listeners are not very good at giving us money.
No, they're not.
Because 20 is not a lot to ask.
That's nothing.
You could have done it, but you chose not to.
This is very upsetting news. I don't know if I can possibly continue.
The pair of islands initially went on the market in March of 2022 for a $125 million asking price.
Then they dropped them down to 55 each separate.
Yep.
And he got it for almost half of that.
Yep. He looks like a guy who could buy an island.
Nice.
He lives in the U.S. Virgin Islands. Said he plans to build a world-class destination on the two islands. He pledged that somewhere
elites can be proud to fly to.
Yes. Yeah, where nobody wants to check the flight manifesto.
Yeah, where it's okay
Yeah.
if you're on 24 flight logs, Bill Clinton.
Chris Tucker.
And Chris Tucker, so weird. Do you remember the ups and downs of that story? Because when the names came out, people were like, Chris Tucker from Rush Hour?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, no, it's some other like rich investment banker. And then like, no, it was actually the actor Chris Tucker.
Yeah.
Like it went there and back. Very exciting.
Yeah, I want to see the list of names. Who flew on the Lolita Express?
Mm-hmm. I mean, cool name.
I just want a list. Here we go. Donald J. Trump.
Yep.
William Clinton. Kevin Spacey. Chris Tucker. Bill Gates. Prince Andrew. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Violinist. Jack Perlman.
Ooh, can we make RFK Jr. president?
Oh, it'd be so funny.
Come on.
And then the CIA kills him too?
I mean, they'd have to, but...
They would have to.
But he should get to be president.
That's pretty funny, yeah.
Yeah.
I love being, like, the... Well, no, I guess his dad wasn't really polar opposite of him. Just politics were...
I mean, a little bit.
But politics were different then.
Yeah.
But he's, like, so far removed from, like, the likable Kennedy.
It's not really the standard Kennedy politics. Nah. Yeah.
No. U.S. Senator John Glenn.
Nice.
Former Senate...
Spaceman John Glenn?
Yeah.
Nice.
Former Senate Majority Leader George Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. There was more people on that
right. Whether
list.
fucking...
But it is wild that it's Clinton, Trump,
yeah.
Spacey, Gates, Prince Andrew, Kennedy Jr., Chris Tucker. One of these things is not like the other.
Why am I blanking on fucking OJ's lawyer?
Oh, Rob Kardashian.
Yeah, that's the one.
Johnny Cochran.
The Jewish one.
Oh, Finkelstein.
Well, all I have in my head is Norm Finkelstein, who hates him and has a famous feud with him. Why am I...
I don't know.
Okay, here's what I'm doing. Don't judge me.
Okay.
I'm typing OJ, lawyer, Jewish. Okay? Dershowitz. Come
Alan
on.
Dershowitz.
Alan fucking Dershowitz.
We should know that. We watched a movie about him.
We watched a movie about him.
We're idiots.
Yeah.
Well,
the Dersh.
The Dersh. Dershy Dersh. Dersh. I was hoping that I could get the fucking Clinton. Billy. Your mom got big tits.
William Jefferson.
Your mom got big tits.
What are you looking for?
Nothing. No, just look. Flight logs. I want to see the official flight logs. Show me the birth certificate.
They're shockingly hard to find.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
It's almost as if...
Someone doesn't want you to find them.
It's almost as if rich Hollywood and
crazy.
Political elites don't want you to see them.
That is actually encouraging to know. That it's good to know that it is mostly possible to get something off the internet if you have the right connections, which I'll surely have to do at some point in my life.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
When I
run
for public office.
Yeah. When you try to become the president.
When I try to become
television.
The mayor of television.
Mayor of television. Oh! Should we start doing our requests?
Should we start the podcast?
At an hour and almost 4 minutes?
Oh, I thought you were going to say 40, and I was going to freak out, actually. Hour 4 is fine. Hour 4 is nice.
40 minutes?
Are you going to the mall later?
These are my OR scrubs.
Oh, are they?
I really need to get around to rewatching that and see if I still hate it. Or if it's just Because of who was involved.
I was just saying, you're maybe far enough removed from someone who likes it that you don't like.
Yeah, I've also only seen it once, so.
Yeah. I mean, you...
And I like all his other ones.
I was going to say, you like all other Wes Anderson, so I think it's worth a revisit.
Maybe.
Off-air...
Uh-oh.
Conversation...
Off-air conversation on air?
Exactly.
Oh. You mean the norm?
Yeah, the usual. You had
Uh-oh.
You had a season 5 idea. I was gonna say, I feel like this is an absolute fool's errand.
Sure.
That I remember liking. What was it? It was movie related.
I don't know. I threw out a lot of random shit.
Yeah, there was one I dug, but I can't remember what it was.
I'm sure it's in text form in Telegram, probably.
You said it to me in person here. So I don't know.
That's going to be a tough one for me to remember.
A tough one. Do you remember any ideas?
Nope.
Okay. The one I had, which honestly maybe was just yours, and I forgot it, and then thought of it myself, was Coward and Copier, the worst of both worlds.
What do we got? This is from 2021.
It's probably not that.
What's this one?
I mean, this would have been 2023.
Nope, it's not that. Nope, that's not that. Yeah, I mean, if it's in here,
yeah. The thing I was thinking was like which we had sort of talked about to some degree, like a does it hold up thing. Like,
I think we definitely talked about that.
And maybe that was actually the thing that I liked and then just rethought of.
Maybe.
But yeah, like something we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Think we like, but
or think is good.
We have it in our heads.
Yeah.
That it's good, and then just like I pick one week, you pick one the next, and
Spring
do
Breakers.
that. Spring Breakers.
I know it's bad.
I think it's good.
It's bad.
Spring Break.
Somebody needs to die, and it's the person who wrote that movie.
Oh, Harmony?
Yeah.
Harmony didn't hurt nobody. Maybe he hurt someone.
Yeah.
He feels like he might have.
Although, if I had to choose one person, I don't think I would choose Harmony. I think I would choose what's their fucking name?
Orson Welles.
I'd bring him back and then kill him again.
Yeah.
Diablo Cody. That is.
You don't like stripper turned writer?
No, not particularly.
Oh.
And writer of the movie I think I hate the most.
I think season 5, episode 1 is Juno.
No, it is not.
It is not.
Because there's no argument. I know it's terrible.
I don't know if it is.
It's terrible. I hate it. I hate it. Hate.
You don't think that it's a brave role for star actor Elliot Page to play a pregnant woman that convincingly?
And definitely was a man.
Yes.
At that point.
Yes. Always was.
And not
if you're not
years later after the celebrity had faded.
If you're not now, you never were. Is that the if you are now, you always were. If you're a bird in the hand.
If it feels good, do it.
Even if you shouldn't. Don't let people mess you around.
That's the one.
Okay. That was it. And it felt good.
No, it's terrible. I fucking hate that movie.
I mean
doing it.
The FTM surgery felt good.
Oh. No, I bet you it doesn't feel good.
I bet
you
it doesn't feel good.
You get pieces of you lopped off, then you get it made into something else.
Yeah.
No, I don't like it.
Nah. Oh, a firm anti-trans stance taken by Drew. The opinions of Drew, of course, do not reflect the opinions of the Worst Year of Our Lives podcast. Except they do.
Except they do, and sometimes they're forced upon him.
Forced trans? Is this a The Assignment 2016 situation?
We love forced trans. There's also kind of some forced trans later in next episode.
There's light forced trans.
Forced trans.
Yeah. Forced transvestite.
Same thing.
I don't think they cut his dick
Same
off.
thing. You can still call them trannies. It's fine.
Well, we'll see how this episode does.
Whatever, we're an hour 9 in. No one cares. YouTube's not listening.
They actually might not be anymore.
Hate YouTube. Yeah, they're not.
They've finally gone to auto approving instead of auto disapproving, which they were for a long time.
Nice.
Yeah.
They probably got fed up with you having to constantly message them about.
He always asks for a manual review,
and it's always right. So
it's always they don't always think it's right.
No.
In fact, a lot of them. It was actually without fail, 1 out of every 2 parts of the request episodes would get demonetized.
So weird.
Yeah.
What are we even saying?
Probably you saying tranny. I don't know.
Maybe. Well, you just said that too. So
no, you said it louder.
Yeah, I did. I screamed.
I was quoting you.
I screamed.
I
it
learned
from the
it from watching you.
You learned your hate of transvestites from me.
Yes.
It's
so learned behavior.
It's so funny that like the early days of the internet, like that was the appropriate term.
Yeah.
Was you're like, I want to see a woman with a penis, so I'm gonna go into Kazaa and I'm gonna type in transvestite porn, and that's what you get, and that is like what the normal trans porn is now.
Yeah.
But it was just called transvestite, which is completely different.
Which just means clothes.
Yeah, just a completely different thing, and you can't even use the she paired up with the male word anymore because that's not appropriate either.
They don't like that?
They don't like that.
Sad.
Who's they?
How come it's never the other way? How come we never heard about a he female?
Because it sounds terrible.
It sounds funny.
Well, Scott, I give you full opportunity to be the first ever he.
No one's even gonna be mad. It's because it's so unique.
Well, as you know, my personal stance that I'm a trans paraplegic black woman now, so that's how I identify.
Of course.
I've got scoliosis. I'm black.
Yeah.
I used to be a man. That's how the world goes.
Yeah. Please give me disability checks.
Please give me. Also, I'm gonna run for mayor.
But by that you mean a female horse.
A female horse.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the mayor.
I'm gonna be
Mayortown.
the female horse of Chicago.
Yes. I'm gonna be the mayor of Mayortown.
Oh, excellent.
Just a town full of female horses.
But you're the best.
And I'm gonna
one.
be the best
Yeah,
one.
I like that. Is that what that Kate Winslet?
I was gonna say
was
I'm
about?
Kate Winslet, but as a horse.
I'd see that. Oh, I showed you that that AI picture of Taylor Swift as a horse.
That you sent to your sister when we were in Vegas. Did she ever respond to it?
No. And I asked her about it. She's like, I did not care for it, and I did not respond to it.
Why, hit a little too close to home?
I guess I sent her an AI picture of horse Taylor Swift, saying, "Hey, I heard you like Taylor Swift and horses," which I thought was a perfectly good message. She does like both. She spent way too much money for Taylor Swift tickets for the concert that's happening whenever. I don't know, probably like a year and a half from now.
Cool, don't care.
Yeah.
I don't give two shits about
Not
Taylor
Swiftie?
Swift. Nope, not at all.
Sad.
Not even a little bit. I saw somebody, like one of those, I don't know, who writes bullshit topical Breitbart. It's not Breitbart.
Stephen Bannon.
No, like one of those like Variety or I don't know.
Sorry for just like just fluff celebrity news.
Yeah.
And
Breitbart.
you went to Breitbart.
Yeah, they do
I don't
that,
think
right?
you know what Breitbart is.
I know. I'm a subscriber.
I know.
They had said something about like, is Taylor Swift's career as like on par with Michael Jackson's career after only 17 years in the spotlight?
She's
and you're like,
fucked 0 kids.
well,
first of all.
number one, she didn't get physically and verbally abused by her father for her entire childhood. 2, she has not had her penis inside Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
And have him deny it.
Yeah. She hasn't changed races.
She hasn't been forced to change races.
Yeah.
But even by music standards, like, she doesn't even make good music. Michael Jackson at least made good music.
Yeah.
And her stuff is, like, written by 30 people, and it's all sad stuff about her boyfriend.
I think she might actually write it.
Does she?
I think she does.
I know Beyonce doesn't.
Beyonce does not.
Beyonce has like 45.
Yeah.
Her albums are like writers' rooms for WWE.
Yeah.
40 people to do 7 things.
Hey, you know that one Middle Eastern guy we have who was born in 1996?
Yeah.
Let's reveal that he did 9/11.
Let's implicate him as a mastermind of one of the greatest
5-year-old
terrorist
mastermind
attacks in the history of the world.
of the September 11th terrorist attacks.
I like it.
We're not joking, by the way.
This
is something that has come out in I believe, a lawsuit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Against racist WWE writers who proposed that Mansoor, who was born in 1996, was going to be revealed to be the mastermind of 9/11. Which, the more I say it, the funnier it is. And I don't think anyone should get in trouble, and they should do it.
Might be a little too late now to do it.
No, just right.
I was gonna say he was born in Saudi Arabia, but he moved to the United States of America.
Bad move. I'd go the other way. I'd be born in the States and move to Saudi Arabia.
Did we know that he's
cute? Yes.
Trained by the Stoner Brothers and wrestled in Hood Slam?
No. That is news to me.
That is crazy. that just blew my goddamn mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just discovered that we have been on shows with the trainers of the mastermind of 9/11.
Wow. That's crazy.
What do you think about that?
That's insane.
Huh. I honestly had no idea.
Promotion. Let me give this. Hood Slam. He did. Wow. Like 2017 and a little bit of 2018. He was a Hood Slam man? He did a bunch of fucking Hood Slam. What did he wrestle as? Manny Faberino.
Classic Saudi Arabian. Manny Faberino.
Did he wrestle anyone that we know?
Or have wrestled?
He wrestled Anton Voorhees.
Okay.
Who you've wrestled, right?
Nope.
Who am I thinking of?
You're thinking of the gay one?
Oh, Ashton Voughton.
Ashton Voughton?
Yeah, that's the one. Same thing.
Sure.
He's wrestled the Stoner Brothers.
Funny Bone.
He wrestled Funny Bone.
Drugs Bunny.
Brittany Wonder. We've been on shows there.
Mm-hmm. I fucked her. Should I say that? I guess I shouldn't say that about people that I've been on shows with.
Pogo the Clown.
Fucked him.
Drugs Bunny.
Fucked him.
It's hard to see.
What's your assessment of Drugs Bunny as a wrestler?
He's shit.
Oh, okay.
And he's a nice guy, but he's also kind of a fucking weirdo.
I feel like most people in Hood Slam are weirdos.
Yeah. He's wrestled the Dark Sheik.
Boy or girl?
I don't know.
2017, probably boy.
2018.
Still boy.
Both.
Born
with both sex parts.
Born with both sex objects.
Also did a little bit of Evolve, but that might have been during the
I think it was.
He, in fact, was Mansoor.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I can't believe that. That's
good for him. Learning stuff.
That is pretty weird that Mansoor is a Hood Slam alumni.
Yeah. And did 9/11.
Yeah. Oh, he's wrestled Kenny K.
Oh.
At that East Bay Pro thing in Northern California.
Friend of the show.
Friend of us. I don't know about friend of the show.
Okay.
I don't think all of our friends are listening to the podcast.
Are any of our friends listening to this podcast?
I don't know. Is Cody our friend? I feel like I say that all the time, and then every time I say it, I feel bad about it.
And then he feels bad about it, and then messages me saying, "Does Drew hate me?"
Cody, I don't hate you. You're our friend.
You know what would really cement you being our friend is coming through on them fucking requests that were brought up.
Although I did name him as one of my 5 favorite opponents of all time. So.
I didn't like the way you handled that question.
Why?
Well, it was something to the effect of who are your 5 favorite people to work with, and you can't name each other. And you said something to the effect of, as if I would even name Scott if I had the chance.
That's right.
Yeah, that hurt my feelings.
Fuck him. Fuck him being you.
Fuck him. I mean you. You have famously proclaimed you're never going to listen to my episode.
Yeah.
But you had said you were interested in my answers to some things.
Yep.
What were they?
I don't know. Show me the questions and I'll tell you.
Want to do that in the second half?
I mean, at this point, it's going to be fucking 3 halves, so.
But that's...
I think it was like,
I mean, you have the questions right there on your Telegram.
No, I deleted them. I deleted Telegram. I don't have it anymore.
I don't think any of that's true. I think we used it today.
The only one I can think of was when they asked if we've ever been in a fight and we were almost not friends, and I was like, no. Could you think of one?
No, but also I think that question was just for you.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Because I don't remember actually answering that specifically, but I remember hearing you answer it. No, I don't think we've had like we've disagreed on.
Yeah, I mean, I think we annoy each other, but it's never to the point where I'm like, "Fuck Scott."
Yeah, not really.
Other people, absolutely,
sure,
but yeah,
and no, and you also said like that's kind of how it just got like whittled down to us,
to you and me,
because everyone else is a fucking baby who we hate sometimes. Yeah, and
everybody's either a baby or they get into a relationship with somebody who we hate.
Yeah,
or they don't like us anymore, so we stop hanging out with them. That's how it works.
Yeah,
have a baby, marry a alien.
Yep.
Be a baby.
Have a baby, eat a baby, be a millionaire.
Yeah. So we're now at 20 in now. Should we just end the podcast and then move on? Next week we'll do the all request?
Probably.
All right. I'm fine with that.
No, let's talk
I got a PS5 to play, so.
Let's talk about fucking Velma.
Fucking Velma. Who the fuck is this even? Who wanted this?
Wayside comment.
Number one. Aren't they supposed to be friends? Why are we reimagining this as if they all hate each other?
This, a lot for this episode, all came in the same day of a stream I was on. And I don't remember exactly what the deal was, because there hadn't been... Pretty much most of the rest just came from the pod.
Yeah, but I think a bunch of them on this episode were ones that we hadn't seen yet, or we had to watch for the Oscars.
Yeah.
Or they I know specifically one of them was treating us to have a fun time watching a movie, to not stress about it.
Yeah.
That was what most of these things were.
Yeah, and maybe I was sad on the stream that day, and people felt bad for me. Because
you're never sad. You're the happiest man in the world.
That's true. Because after this we have Tar, which was literally pick whatever you want. And
also because I had to watch it for the Oscars, so it made sense.
As did I.
Yeah, we both had to.
Yeah, and then Puss in Boots. I think I had mentioned that I hadn't seen it and wanted to.
Yeah.
And then someone did that.
And that was here, watch a fun movie.
Yeah. And then this one was also that, but also fuck you, watch Velma.
Yeah, kind of.
Which, as we were saying off air, was more topical when it was requested than here in May.
Yes.
But what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Go back in time and actually record them.
Go back in time and kill Mindy Kaling so she can't make Velma.
Are you kidding me? I would love to. I don't know if I have gone from you made and were involved in one of my favorite things of all time, and now I wish you had died years before that, so I didn't have to watch 2 episodes of
that, so you couldn't have done what you did after.
Yes. 100%.
It's crazy, yeah.
I would give up every episode of The Office to not have to have watched 2 episodes of Velma.
That is more than fair.
Yeah.
I'll say. Yeah, 'cause she used to be great. She used
to be funny.
Great in The Office, and you've heard that 5-minute stand-up she did on that that compilation album.
Yeah.
There's like, there are bits I quote now. Like her like, you wouldn't download a car thing is so
Yeah.
it's so fucking funny and so good. Yeah, because she was talking about, you know, the anti-piracy ads they used to show in theaters and whatnot. Now they've just given up, and thank God. But they're like,
Oh yeah, I guess they have.
Yeah.
Well, because you know why? Because they don't make money off
Exactly.
them. So
they made all their money in college.
Yes.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, they're, you know, they go, you wouldn't download a car, would you? And she's like,
yes.
well, actually, I would download a car if all I had to do was touch the car and then I owned the car. And I would download a car if after I downloaded a car, the person who owned the car still got to also keep the car. And I would download a car if no one I knew had ever paid for a car before.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that other bit is also good about using the phrase "I'm so retarded" and how it should only be used accurately.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, sorry, I showed up late for our date. I'm so retarded. Like, no, that's not what would happen. If you were retarded, you'd probably show up 2 hours early, completely overdressed in a 3-piece suit for a casual date.
Yeah. Now who's retarded?
But yeah, Mindy, bit of a fall off.
Oh, yeah, kind of a big fall off.
Yeah.
Like, the Mindy Project had some fine, okay stuff, but
I haven't seen it and I don't know if I believe you.
yeah, it's fine. Like, there are some funny side gags and side stuff. None of the main show is worth it. But
Who's in it? Jake Johnson?
Yes?
He just seems like he'd be in it. I honestly don't know.
Couldn't I?
Who's a guy in it?
The brown guy,
Alan Cummings?
The brown guy from That Thing, who
Asif Mandvi?
Ike Barinholtz is in it.
The brown guy.
Oh, maybe there isn't a brown guy, but Chris Messina, Adam Pally.
Okay.
Fortune Feebster.
Handsome woman.
Mark Duplass.
That's some people.
Yeah, Glenn Howerton apparently, even though I don't ever remember seeing him in, but I only saw like a couple episodes. Rhea Perlman.
Handsome woman.
Yep. Well, it's either me or nothing. That was a bad day DeVito impersonation, but whatever,
Yeah.
I don't care. 117 episodes?
That's a lot of apps.
That's more than I thought it would be, but 5 seasons. 6 seasons.
Goddamn seasons.
And a movie.
No.
Oh.
No Mindy movie.
Damn it.
What? You're sad about that?
I want it so bad.
I want a Mindy Sterling movie.
I want to... I can't
She
think
was
of...
the German bitch in Austin Powers.
Right. I can't think of a third Mindy.
Mindy...
Patinkin. Trans Mandy.
You nailed it. But also just Mandy already sounds like
Yeah.
Trans Mandy. But I like where your head's at. Transvestite Mandy. Mandy in a dress.
Yeah.
Mandy in a beautiful sundress.
What's his, because Mandy can't be his legal government name, right?
Emmanuel.
Maybe.
No, it can't be. It's gonna be some Irish bullshit.
I'm going to say Jewish.
Oh, of course he's Jewish.
Mandel.
Mandel.
Mandel. Mandel Bruce Patinkin.
I think I just said Irish because he's saying Tura Lura Lura and something.
Yeah, Chicago. He's a Chicago Jew.
Best kind.
I don't actually know if he's a Jew. His dad's name was Lester.
Lester and Mandel, I think we can...
And his mom's name was Doris.
Yeah.
Wrote... Jewish family. Yeah. Mazel tov.
It's a mitzvah.
Yeah. Mindy Patinkin. So this is her horrible reimagining of the Scooby Squad. the Scooby Gang.
No Scooby.
Sans Scooby.
Yeah, so
because
off to a bad start.
I'll tell you the little thing here is
Because all the white women would try to fuck Scooby?
Correct.
Yeah.
This series was marketed as the first adult and mature take on Scooby-Doo.
I would argue it's neither of those things.
It is neither of those things.
Yeah.
With profanity and graphic violence. While this is true for the animated works, the live-action Scooby 2002, which we did, film was written and filmed to be more mature and raunchier take on the series. But after the failure of Josie and the Pussycats live-action film, it was hastily recut to be more family-friendly. This is the first Scooby-Doo incarnation to not include the title character in the show due to a combination of studio mandates and the writers struggling to come up with a more adult take on the character. Every girl wants to fuck him. That's the real mandate. That's the real adult take on it.
So much better.
Yeah. That one female character.
Do a Daphne-centered one.
Yeah.
Where it's a will they, won't they with Scooby.
Yeah.
That's an adult take.
P.S. They will.
They will.
They will, because you and I are writing
Episode 2.
Opening scene.
That kind of hurts the will they, won't they tension. I would give it half an hour.
Yeah. This one's opening scene is just... why?
Was there vagina in the opening scene?
No, everything was covered up with soap.
I wrote, sorry, did I just see vagina?
No, it was all soapy and sudsy. You're not seeing anything.
I don't know if I was asking this question to someone in particular or if it was actually said in the episode, but I wrote, how do you feel about race-blind casting? And then I answered it. Bad.
It was her.
Oh, okay.
She says it to Daphne.
Okay.
Like in the opening 2 minutes of the show.
I answered.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, bad. Cash grab. Culture grab.
Yeah.
Attention-seeking whore. Brown bitch.
Okay.
No? Okay.
Look, I like your enthusiasm.
So it's them in high school with a Indian Velma.
Yeah.
And they're all not friends. They're not like the Scooby Squad. They are I've
seen a lot of art
that would go against what I just stated.
Well, no, when you said Indian Velma, it just got me thinking. I'm like, what? Why am I so mad at a brown Velma? And then I remembered
you're a brown tiger.
that's not accurate.
Oh.
I remembered because I've actually seen a fair bit of brown Velma in my life, and it's because it's art of her turning into a dog like Scooby. Who's brown, and that is the brown Velma I support, not this nonsense.
Not
this nonsense for babies.
No.
I like grown-up stuff where girls turn into dogs.
Girls turn into dogs, of course.
Yeah, so apparently we don't see vagina.
Oh, there's some good stuff. You look that up. If you look up Velma as a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
There's some funny stuff. Oh, there's even some vor.
See, they always got to slip in the other stuff. They can't just keep it nice.
No, they like their stuff, Scott. And if they like their stuff, you're going to see it.
No, I agree. We on DP yesterday, Billy and I had Kink Shame Thursday.
Nice.
Where just every 15 minutes we just list a thing we don't like and tell people they're gross for liking it.
Nice.
It's pretty fun. I went through the whole Fur Affinity specific categories list.
The tags.
Yeah. The first one was baby fur, so we got some mileage out of that.
Yeah.
And it turns out everything besides transformation is bad.
Yeah.
In case there was ever any doubt.
There was absolutely no doubt.
Yeah.
This is good.
Drew's having a time.
There are some very funny things in here.
On his Korean Gamer Boy computer.
I think this is if there was any way to get away with live streaming this stuff.
Yeah.
Where we just type in random things of porn.
We've had some good image searches.
Yeah, I'm I wish there was a way to live stream it without just getting completely taken down.
We could do it on Rumble.
What's Rumble?
It's what Power Slap has downgraded to after they lost their TBS contract. I believe Steven Crowder's on Rumble.
Nice.
Hey, he was on Arthur. And a third example, I think there's some Trump shit on there too. I think it's actually mostly Trump shit.
Well, that tracks.
Yeah.
This is a very funny comic, and I just want to see the one, like, frame that I saw that was like, okay. So it's the four of them in the back of the mystery machine.
Yep.
Mystery machine. And Fred and Daphne are like making out.
Sure.
And
The white ones.
And Shaggy and Velma are like next to them, kind of like
Awkward.
This is gross.
This is bullshit.
And they're like, then the pet's freak? What? Okay, well, the English is not great. Anyways, Shaggy, like, Velma's kind of like, this is disgusting, like, who would do this? And Shaggy's like, I'll show you who will do this. And then he just starts making out with her.
Nice.
So then the girls are riding on their laps.
Yeah.
You know, like, fucking. And Shaggy doesn't seem to be doing too good. And what is happening? So the girls both finish.
Great.
And then Shaggy,
before the guys?
And then Shaggy's mad that Velma finished. And then she looks over and realizes that Fred's dick is out.
Okay.
So her, but what about us? You'll let us down. Like, I don't know, boys, but I'll not stay. At least don't with mine. Darling, pass gate here. Okay, this is terrible. Okay. But the animation is good. So they continue to have sex.
Yeah.
And this whole thing is just so incoherent. This is like this isn't like
maybe it is AI.
This isn't English as a second language. This is like no English.
Okay.
And you're just like Google translating words.
Yeah, just trying your best.
So he's mad that Velma won't let him finish.
Yep.
So then she reluctantly gives him a hand job.
Great. Everybody wins.
Everybody wins. Anyways, back to Velma.
This was much more fun than the actual show. Oh yeah, so was Daphne being... Oh yeah, so they find a girl lobotomized in a locker.
It's not lobotomized though. It's like
her brain's taken out.
Yeah,
like she's dead.
She's got her brains scooped out.
Yeah,
and they're completely gone.
Yeah, and
lobotomized is the needle up your nose so that you're compliant and catatonic.
So that you stop being hysterical.
Yeah, so you stop being a woman.
Yeah. And then like the blame was first cast at Daphne. And I don't remember the specifics because...
no, it's on Velma.
Well, Velma, but there was, I think, very initially something at Daphne, and she somehow deflected it by saying she was Chinese.
Oh, yeah, as a woman of Asian heritage or something.
Like, so was Daphne being racist by saying she was Chinese, or is she supposed to actually be Chinese?
Is she voiced by Emma Stone?
You know what? She might be an Aloha Emma Stone. She has adoptive... I said, well, she has adoptive lesbian moms, so I guess she can do whatever she wants.
She's above the law.
She can... Yeah, she's above race.
She's Judge Dredd.
She's post-racial.
You keep talking so I can go pee.
Ah, okay.
Because I drank a lot of liquid before we sat down.
Good job.
Well, maybe we shouldn't talk for an hour and 40 minutes before we get moving.
I don't know. Who's to say? There was one... I'm going to wait till Drew's gone so he doesn't hear me admitting that there was one line that I liked. You close that door a little slower, you son of a bitch. He's still looking at me through the little crack. I hate him. I hate him so much. He's going to open it again and think he's clever. Oh! He did. I assume it's a Velma line because she's so clever. Sure, I guess she referred to the victim as the rare slut that did not deserve to be murdered, which got a chuckle out of me. And then right back to being mad for the rest of the two episodes. Now, I can't remember what this was in relation to, but it could be in relation to almost any single line that was said over the course of these 2 episodes. All caps. It's so meta! That's kind of like if you were to... if there was a phrase that needed yelling over and over throughout the course of watching this, it would be that. And I think this brings me to my overall vibe of the whole thing. Let me see if I wrote it down or if I have to do it off the dome. No, I sort of wrote it down. Mindy Kaling isn't stupid. I'm pretty sure she carefully designed this to be hate-watched and get press for being hate-watched, as well as somehow, like, equally abhorred by both woke, non-binary, blue-haired communists and angry white supremacist incels, thereby bringing them together and making money off of it the whole time. It's actually sort of genius, and it feels very intentional. Did you hear what I was saying?
It's so meta!
You heard the other thing I was saying, though?
Yes.
Yeah, like, do you agree with that? Like, it's designed this way?
Yeah.
Like, it's not just a show she was trying to make earnestly good
No.
and backfired. Like, it was designed to be like this.
I believe my note was, I can't tell if this is supposed to be anti-woke or so self-aware woke that it's pretending to not be woke.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Because, like, and regardless of what the intention, because one of those is the intention.
Yes.
But regardless of it, the result is that woke people are mad at it.
Yes.
And extremely anti-woke people are mad at it.
Yeah.
Like, people from all Stars and Stripes are...
All the stars and bars.
Yeah.
Are mad.
Are mad at this.
Yeah.
And that's genius, because if you make a show that everyone's mad at, it's going to get talked about a lot.
Yes. But then you're only going to get to make one season
But you only ever get to make one season on Netflix now anyway. So you might as well make it count.
Max.
Oh, it's a Max.
It's
even
a Max.
worse.
Yeah. That's why when you gave me the episodes on the flash drive and then you went home, I immediately deleted them because they're on Crave.
Ah, yes.
So I was like, fuck you, Scott. I'm gonna watch it on Crave.
You really showed me.
I did. I got you good, bitch.
I like... Oh, yeah, so then, plot-wise, who cares?
I mean, 100% who cares? None of it fucking matters.
Like, the suspicion is cast on Velma herself, and I said, I like radically changing your look the day after you're accused of a murder. Not suspicious.
Yeah.
And so Velma's deal is she has, like, debilitating hallucinations.
Yeah.
Like... I guess because
it's a ghost trying to get her.
Because it's about trauma.
God forbid we make anything that's not about trauma.
And then I don't know. Fred's got a baby dick.
Yeah.
And
an underdeveloped itty bitty little tiny boy penis.
Yep.
She
say it again, but slower.
That magician got up on stage and he jerked your little baby boy dick right off.
And nothing came out.
You make 10 times as much as he does.
Oh, there's another line I wrote down. Sorry, I'm not a drunk on the verge of losing custody like every other woman solving murders these days. And I said that both me and Mireille Enos from The Killing feel called out by that.
Very nice. Very nice.
All these actors I like on a shitty show.
Yeah.
Sam.
Oh, Sam. I wrote, I love you, Sam. I will never not love you, Sam.
Get off of this show, Sam.
Get off.
I also wrote Dennis. Does that mean Glenn Howerton?
Yeah.
Or
he's Fred.
He's Fred. There we go.
Yeah, you got your... Oh, I'm on trivia. I don't want trivia anymore. There's nothing good about this fucking show. There isn't even a fucking thing about it. Did you know that the sheriff is based off Don Oz or something? Yeah, you got Glenn. You got Constance Wu, apparently is Daphne.
Pass.
Then you got Sam Richardson. Good. Jane Lynch and Wanda Sykes were the lesbian moms.
Yep.
Melissa Fumero. I don't think we heard her in the episode.
America Ferrera.
Do you know who her dad was?
Kumail Nanjiani.
No, but not a bad guess. Who's another Indian comedian?
That guy with the mustache?
Who's Canadian?
Russell Peters.
Russell Peters was her dad. And then, you know, other people later in the show, I guess, that we didn't hear.
Yeah. Here's how bad this is.
Okay, I'm listening.
I've gone on record.
Yeah.
This is public record.
Okay.
That I am a sucker for mystery.
Okay.
I need to know what happens.
You have stated this many a time.
I don't like to not know things.
Yeah.
I don't like things left unknown.
You like a conclusion.
I'm never going to watch the rest of this.
No.
To find out where her stupid mom went, why she's brown, any of it.
Also,
the mystery of the Indian Velma.
Well, also, none of it fucking matters.
Yeah, there's no stakes. Nothing matters. I hate it. It's stupid. Mindy Kaling.
Terrible.
I'm making terroristic threats towards you.
It's fine, because you're white and she's brown. That's okay.
She's of a higher caste, so I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm an untouchable. I'm an Elliot Ness.
Sure.
Which, that's confusing. Because Indian untouchable's bad, Chicago untouchable's good.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Well, look at their backgrounds.
Catholic.
Protestant.
There's one line that really summed up, like, what the hell are the politics of the show? That was, I'm sure... I spit unfiltered truth, like every comedian before Me Too. I'm like, I can't even tell if that's pro or anti Me Too.
Couldn't I?
Like...
I can't believe how many, like, in-depth notes you took for this. The whole time I was watching it,
you were just, like, gritting your teeth.
I think I just zoned out and was like, this is the most pointless show
It's very pointless.
ever made. Like, I none of it resonated with me at all. I got nothing out of this.
I wrote down another line because I'm a professional.
Okay, good for you.
Wow, blonde-haired people have bad days too. Not true. Disagree. I haven't had my first yet.
Okay.
So get it together, show.
Okay.
And then my last note was, I can't wait to find out how these mysteries progress when I never watch this show again.
Somebody made reference at some point to ganja, and I was like, what, was this written by a 50-year-old man 20 years ago?
Ganja.
Like, this is horrible. One of the worst. Like, this show should be used as a counterpoint to why all of the writers should not be allowed to get more money.
Yeah.
Because, like, you're writing... This
is an anti-writer's strike movie.
You people wrote this show.
What do you mean, you people?
You get no more money. Until you stop writing shows.
You have to.
We're gonna let computers write write shows from now on.
Yeah.
Because you won't stop writing this show.
Because you made Velma.
Yes.
ChatGPT is never gonna make Velma.
Never gonna make Velma.
Yeah.
It would be white and funny. And somebody's fucking the dog. Let's move on.
I'm kind of psyched about our Scooby-Doo reboot. We should actually do that.
We should?
You should scrap your current film and let's do that.
Done.
Kelly's Scooby.
Kelly is Scooby.
Yeah.
No, because then Kelly gets the fuck. I don't want that.
And we film it in Las Vegas.
And we film it in Las Vegas, his favorite place in the world. Viva Cock Vegas. Dog Cock Vegas.
Dog Cock Vegas. Tar 2022.
We're talking about Todd Field's 2022 Tard.
I like that Todd Field makes a movie every 16 years, and it's really good.
Well, some people do that.
This is...
I would argue your statement on it being really good, but the previous one was really good.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did it not get nominated for Best Picture?
That doesn't mean anything.
Along with Elvis?
Yeah. Counter to your own point right there.
Yeah. This is brought to us by DOS Days, who sent me money for it and said, watch something you like, buddy. You deserve it. Isn't that nice? Why can't everyone be a little more like DOS Days? And in appreciation of that, we watched a movie longer than 2 hours to show our appreciation. We gave you double bang for your single buck. And not just because we had to watch it for the Oscars podcast, but we figured we should at least do the long one for this to give someone their money's worth. This had full credits at the beginning, which was interesting.
I like that, though.
I did too.
I like unique things.
It felt old timey. I like that.
It felt Japanese.
Oh, Japanese.
Because all of the old Japanese movies have everyone at a beginning.
Lydia Taro, she fucked the other girls, and then make them seppuku.
Now I'm just picturing Kate Blanchett Funatari. Is that what it's called?
Futanari? With a dick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which,
like her younger students.
I cannot think of that without possibly my my favorite. No, it's very tame. My favorite Come Town episode title, which I assume came out during the 2018 or 19 Oscar nominations, which was Vor v Futanari.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's
Are you looking for Lydia Dick?
Here's a 3D animation of Kate Blanchett from Lord of the Rings with a giant giant penis.
What the fuck? Oh my god, it is. So it is. That is a healthy hog on Miss Blanchett.
That's a thick hog. Kate Blanchett, part of the thick hog community.
A thick elven hog.
Yeah, part of the thick hog community.
I was hoping the hog would have pointy ears too.
That'd be pretty funny. I wonder if here's another one. Oh, that one's not even remotely as good. And the thick hog looks very terrible.
The New Yorker is mentioned early in this movie, and I said, the New Yorker, makers of the absolute worst end of year movie lists.
Yes. Horrible.
Oh my god.
It's all movies that the person writing it saw at the local theater that's
like
5 blocks from their house and only shows independent movies filmed in New York by New Yorkers that are about like social justice issues.
Like, I don't know if you guys know, but like Drew and I know a fair bit about movies and watch a fair amount of movies.
Some.
And like
it's not as if I'm currently sitting at. Oh, does it not tell you on the desktop one? It's not like so far this year I've watched 179 movies or something in 4 months.
Yeah, so like we're fairly in the know, and when we see the New Yorker best of the year list and we haven't heard of 14 of the 20 movies,
let alone anyone in the movie
or a single person in them or a director or anything, something is amiss.
Yep.
Something tells me the New Yorker is trying to be a little too cool for school.
You don't say.
Or too cool for shul, if you catch my drift.
I catch your drift. One of these. That's the sign language. That's sign language for them.
Oh, I would think that'd be. You were doing. I only saw your index finger.
Oh,
and I thought you were doing Indian. But you were doing index finger and thumb for nose. Yes.
That's sign language for them. That is their.
Actually,
legitimately,
sign language is pretty cool.
Sign language is super racist.
Yeah,
because like a lot of the ones are like old stereotypes that are very accurate.
The
like I think Chinese legitimately is this.
Oh, is the LIJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. The one for they've updated a few. The one for black people used to be stealing something, and now it's getting murdered by the police.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is an interesting thing to mime.
And I think woman is now this.
Well, that doesn't make sense at all.
Well, they are women. Pete Scott, people have periods.
That's bait. I don't. That's not fair at all.
Although the thing I sent you yesterday,
I feel like I'm having a period right now.
The thing I sent you yesterday about the LGBTQ thing,
yeah,
that is so fucking funny.
It's really funny.
Like, and so true. Anyways, we can't say it on air because we will get so much trouble. And it's my birthday tomorrow, and I can't get in trouble.
That's true. You can't be in trouble on your birthday.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. What else is going on? Oh, well, I guess it was just because it's, you know, a woman's a star and she's powerful and all that. So I'm like, oh, so women are depressed. Good to know.
Good to know. I took no notes, and I'm going to tell you why.
Go on.
Because my entire notes for this are just me reading my Letterboxd review, because it's how I felt after I watched it. Okay. So you can talk as much as you want, and I'll just throw in my thing when I feel like the time is right. I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Okay.
So a 6 out of 10.
I gave it a
18 out of 10.
My lowest rating ever, 7 thumbs up. I don't think I have rated it, but I would give it an 8 out of 10.
Huh.
The end. Yeah, what else did I have? I was enamored with Kate from the get-go. I'm like, I know she's bad, but I don't care. I can listen to this bitch talk all day. I'm in. And then it must have been her, unless there was someone else. But I immediately turned on that and said, "Oh, way to name drop Going to Smith, you privileged bitch."
That opening scene was infuriating. I don't need like the most pretentious, like a fictional person going up there.
She's based on someone?
She's based on someone.
Yeah.
But like a fictional person going up there and giving their opinions on people I don't know who they are, as if I'm supposed to know who they are, and being compared to these people that I don't know who they are. Like, for a regular audience,
yeah,
none of that is for them.
Yeah,
that is for the people that are.
I being highly educated,
fart sniffers.
I appreciated it.
So you're a fart sniffer.
Yeah, but that's just because I'm into skunks.
That, you know what? Call back. I like it.
Call back.
Yeah.
Nice wig, Mark Strong.
That was an interesting choice. That is an interesting choice.
Some excellent wig.
Why couldn't he just be bald?
Could have just been bald.
he's already bald.
Was he playing a real person, or does Elliot Kaplan just sound like a real person?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, another. This is time for Scott's hot occupational take corner.
Okay.
Which in the past has brought us photography, DJing, and maybe a third thing that I can't remember. Conducting.
Mm-hmm.
Not that hard if you have half a clue about music.
Sure.
It's like...
It's all about the magicians.
It's all about the magicians.
It's all about the magicians.
How did you bring that out of the strings in the third movement? Fuck off.
Yeah, yeah. You're pointing a wand.
Yeah.
You're pointing a wand.
They all know
they
the music already.
Play the music.
They could do it without you.
Yeah.
They don't need you to tell them to be a little louder.
No. Or come in a little sooner.
Yeah, this like incredible respect for composers. Sure, composing is impressive.
Yeah.
Extremely impressive.
Not easy
Conducting.
at all. Yeah, conducting is
Get out of here.
Is bullshit.
Now, let's rank them. Conducting, photography, DJ. Easiest to hardest. Conducting might be the easiest.
Easiest? Yeah, I think conducting is the least, like you can have the least amount of talent.
Yeah.
Cuz like photography you need to have some talent.
I hope there's a conductor listening.
That'd be amazing.
I dare you.
I like how
come at me.
How funny is it that we're saying that a DJ is a harder job than being a conductor?
Than a symphonic conductor.
But it's kind of true.
It is. That being said, DJ still easy.
It's still easy.
Still easy.
Yeah. But yeah. Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. And then my favorite scene of the movie, and maybe any movie, when she goes to talk to a class of kids at Juilliard, and just fucking rips these pieces of shit apart.
Yeah, that scene was definitely made up for the first scene for me.
Yeah, it's like it's one of my favorite scenes of 2022.
Yeah.
It's so good. First of all, the dude's restless leg syndrome was really making me anxious.
Yeah.
And then like
I get restless legs sometimes because I'm anxious like that. So I'm like, uh-oh.
Did you start doing it in solidarity?
I don't know, maybe.
As a BIPOC pangender person, I would fucking kill to go to a college and make kids defend their identity politics.
Why doesn't anybody ever shoot up art schools? Why is it always real universities? Somebody go to Juilliard. Okay, listen to Blind Melon nonstop for 8 days.
No rain, baby.
Then go to Juilliard.
Yep.
That's all I'm asking.
Don't be so eager to be offended. What a good line.
Yep. Yeah, it really is.
It really is. That I wrote. I think she's going to turn out to be a bad person, but I love her and she can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Team Tar forever.
According to this, the entire scene of her teaching at Juilliard is an unbroken one take.
That's even better.
Yeah.
She should have got the Oscar. If only she was Chinese.
Malaysian.
What are you saying that's different than what I'm
saying?
Chinese.
Okay, you're right. You know what? I'm wrong, you're right.
You got me there.
You got me there.
Good. A hysterical woman, my favorite. I think Kate was playing her own music on the piano.
I'm going to tell you right now.
It didn't look super difficult.
Kate Blanchett had to relearn the piano.
She learned it and forgot?
I guess she learned it as a kid. Huh. She also had to learn to speak German. And she had to learn how to conduct an orchestra for the film.
Guess which one took the shortest?
German.
It's a very logical language.
It is.
Despite having 3 genders. Boo, 3 genders. Wow, one of them is fake, liar. What else do we have? Oh, what? She's bad because she's paranoid and grants favors for transactional sex? Big deal. Fuck you.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
The amount of transactional sex I've had.
Yeah.
The amount of transsexual experiences I've had.
It's funny we lost transsexual.
Yeah.
It doesn't
We lost a lot of things.
But like
Scott, we lost a lot of things in the fire.
Was it one of the things
we lost in the fire? It was one of the things we lost in the fire.
Like, because it wasn't a slur. No. It was the word for it.
It was the word.
And then
it was the legal scientific term.
And then we got really mad about sex versus gender.
Yes. 2 different things.
Because we decided that sex was science.
Yeah.
And gender is some bullshit you make up in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gender's fake.
What else was good? Ooh, Francesca, you tricky little slut. Her assistant that fucked her over. And
her assistant, who was one of the 2 lesbians from Portrait of a Lady on Fire.
Yes.
Yes. A far superior movie to this.
Yeah, that's better, but I still like this movie, and you don't like it as much.
I don't hate it. Once I read my review.
We'll get to your review. I'm not dealing with plot much because it doesn't matter too much. It's a character study.
Yeah.
An edited version of the awesome scene at Juilliard surfaces in the movie, making her look even worse than what she said, and that video was very funny.
Very funny.
I was a fan of that. I also enjoy the verb suicided, which came up with her old protege or whatever. Good. Are there power tools happening outside?
Yep.
Cool. I enjoyed that. And then so it's just sort of a downfall of a once powerful person, and she loses her conducting gig and decides it would be a good idea to show up at her replacement's gig and spear the fuck out of him while he is conducting.
Rhino gored that shit.
Yeah. And then things don't go great. She finds herself in I don't know, Malaysia, China, same thing.
Yeah. That reveal at the end is pretty fucking great.
It's great.
That's maybe one of the best endings to a movie that's not like, like the whole movie hasn't been wild.
Yeah.
And then something ridiculously hilarious happens at the end.
It's pretty great. Right before the reveal, she like can't sleep and goes to a massage parlor and is like shocked at what she's offered. I'm like, you better know what you're getting into if you ask for a massage in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, I think you're a pretty well-educated woman, and you're a lesbian.
And she's like, oh my. She's like clutching her pearls at it. I'm like, grow up, Lydia.
And you don't know that's what happens there?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, just ask our one and only friend who lives there what goes on there. He knows.
Ask next New Japan Never title challenger.
Yes.
El Phantasmo.
You see the challenger?
He's challenging Finlay. Probably at Dominion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Exciting. Noted sex tourist, El Phantasmo.
Sex tourist.
And, but that's... And you can't call... So, a friend of the show, Stephen Cruz, is... you either can't call him a sex tourist, or he's the best sex tourist because he moved there. He
was so good at the
king of the sex tourist
that he had to live there. They wouldn't let him leave.
Oh, Mr. Cruz, no, don't go.
No one as good as you.
No, you the best.
No one as good as you. You can't leave.
I could
Please,
do this.
Mr. Cruz.
I could do this bit for half an hour, but cooler heads are going to prevail. I could do the country of Thailand begging Steven not to leave because he's the best at sex for a really long time. But we have things to do. So we have to talk about the reveal. She's in a big concert hall. She's back on top.
Well, they're showing her like teaching people.
Yeah,
like she's teaching an orchestra of younger people and like sort of conducting them, but also like showing them. So you're like, oh, okay, she's turned her life around. She's like a teacher now. She's like instructing.
She's doing good. She got a bag. You can't keep talent down.
No.
And then they show her conducting, and then they pan around to the front of the auditorium where there's a big screen playing, I believe, the game Monster Hunter.
Yes.
And then it pans behind her where everyone is there in Monster Hunter cosplay, and she's playing, I don't know,
like a con, like
Jakarta Comic Con.
Jakarta Comic Con, yeah.
And that's her life now.
Oh, that's so good.
It's great.
That reveal is amazing.
It's really good.
Here's my
Drew, your Letterboxd
Here's
review.
my review.
Where can they find you at Letterboxd?
Sarian Soft Pause.
Excellent.
I watched it on the 2nd of March, 2023.
A mere 2 months ago.
You can say it's because I'm uncultured or that I don't have an attention span. But the first 80 to 85 minutes were fucking worthless.
I think that's harsh because the Juilliard scene is in that first 80 to 85.
It was too long. Why did we need over an hour of establishment that everyone in this universe is pretentious and egotistical, and you can't have had the exact same amount of discontent?
It was a lot of establishing.
With 1/3 of the amount of time spent with her just doing her day-to-day shit before everything started to go sideways. This is one of those amazing performances within a completely fart-sniffing slog of a film. I honestly do not hate human stories, normal everyday life type things, but either pace it better or make it 90 fucking minutes. Like I said, though, Kate is amazing, but it's not enough to give this a higher rating. It wasn't awful or necessarily bad at all. It was just so up its own butt for 90 minutes to finally get to indulge in before it finally got to intrigue and spectacle.
Yeah, that's fair. But I as someone who was already up my own butt, I appreciated the.
You've got a lot of things up your butt.
The first 90 minutes more, but yeah, it didn't need to be 2 hours and 37 minutes.
Scott. Almost no movies need to be 2 hours.
Needs to be 2 hours and 37 minutes.
Movies don't need to be 3 hours, but here we are, living this life.
Here we are, Beau is Afraid.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. That was my LA Knight impersonation. That
was good.
According to this, the screams that Lydia hears when jogging in the woods are the audio of Heather Donahue screaming from the climax of the Blair Witch Project. Isn't that pretty cool?
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Interesting.
Todd Field wrote the entire script in 12 days during COVID lockdown.
Okay. I'm actually mad at that.
Yeah.
So...
Oh, sorry. 12 week.
I'll give you 12 weeks and still be mad. And here's why. Because his last movie was 2006.
Yeah.
So it didn't take him, I believe, 12 years
Well, you know.
to write this.
Maybe it did.
What's he
Except for
been
it didn't.
doing? Was he so psyched and just resting on the laurels of his pedophile movie that he thought he could take 16 years off?
Big pedophile, huh? Well, I'll tell you what he's been doing since 2006's Little Children.
Good movie, check it out.
It is a very good movie. So,
It's got
no directing.
It's got Jackie Joyner Kersee in it.
Yeah.
She's good.
No writing, but
A lot of fucking.
a butt ton of nothing else.
Man, he really...
he was an actor before that.
Uh-huh. Did he make one thing before Little Children? Did he direct something?
He directed... Try again. Why?
Try again.
He did episodes of Carnival.
Okay.
In
A show I always sort of meant to watch.
In the Bedroom.
Oh, In the Bedroom. That was good. I liked In the Bedroom.
Nani and Alex.
No, didn't see it.
And that's it.
Not real. Yeah, I watched In the Bedroom for our Oscars shit. That's Tom Wilkinson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was good.
Producer on... No, I literally do not know what he did for those years. He has no credits for anything else between those two movies.
That's
so
crazy.
Maybe he's like he's like a play director or something.
Maybe.
Or like he runs...
He seems artsy enough to be a Broadway guy.
Todd Field, 1964, the same year you were born. Acting career, film career, In the Bedroom, Little Children. After Little Children, Field went 15 years without directing anything.
Uh-huh.
And
what did he do?
2015 Iona Cinema piece. He wrote, it was definitely time for Field. During that time, he was attached to a number of film projects, including a film adaptation of the 2009 novel The Creed of Violence, set during the Mexican Revolution.
Boo.
Which at different times was set to
Cinco de Mayo. Topical.
Which at different times was set to star Leonardo DiCaprio, Christian Bale, and Daniel Craig. He was supposed to do a coming-of-age minor
at various
league...
times was scheduled to star hot guys.
Yeah. A coming-of-age minor league baseball story set in the 1970s, an adaptation of a Cormac McCarthy novel, a political thriller co-written by Joan Didion, and an adaptation of Beautiful Ruin, and a film about U.S. soldier Bo Bergdahl. But none of them happened.
Oh, Bo Bergdahl was the... that was like season 2 of Serial.
Ah!
The guy who went AWOL?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was dubious as to what actually happened.
Yeah. But I guess...
So he's just been attached to do thing after thing after thing.
And it doesn't say anything about why he didn't do any of them.
Huh.
He was working on a planned television adaptation of something that was supposed to be a 20-hour limited series for Showtime.
What was the thing?
Jonathan Franzen's novel Purity.
I've heard of Jonathan Franzen. I haven't heard of Purity.
He was learning the art of adaptation. He said, I don't know, like it literally has nothing about why he didn't do them.
What the fuck?
Or what he was doing.
Yeah. Because, yes, he was attached to do a bunch of things and they didn't happen, but that means he wasn't actually doing something.
Yeah. But it doesn't say, like, oh, he's like, the head of this this company, or like,
the fuck, Todd?
I don't know.
Weird.
It's very weird. He was a jazz musician.
Ooh, fancy.
He was in a big band in college in Oregon.
Nice.
Yeah. That's it. Like, literally, there's nothing else. So maybe he's just some kind of weird recluse.
I like that.
Maybe he has family money.
Probably does.
Like, he's in Hollywood. He's probably got money.
His mom does the cookies.
Ah, Mrs. Fields, of course. How could I be so stupid?
Well, we got there at least.
All right, let's move on to the easiest thing we have to do today.
Zachary K has brought us, as more of you should, in your future requests, a 4-minute music video for full price. This is how we do
Love it.
This is the right way to do it, guys. 1994's Captain Save-A-Ho by Bay Area legend E40.
UB40.
Not UB40.
Oh.
I think they're
I watched the wrong music video.
They're more reggae. Zachary says E40 is a legend in the Bay Area, but this was one of his early works, so forgive the quality of the video. Funny music video. You will not. Funny music video, relevant messaging, he says. Your thoughts?
Is it relevant?
Sure.
Well, we're not. First of all, it's not relevant because you can't call them hoes anymore.
No, I guess that's true.
And only as if we've learned anything, superheroes aren't black. And if they are, their movies tank.
What about Black Adam?
Their movies tank. I just said because you're difficult to work with, and you have a hard time letting go of control, and it also won't let the main superhero that you have a feud with be in the movie because you're selfish and it needs to be about
and also your character's supposed to be a bad guy.
Yep. But
they're doing another annoying bad guy, but he's the good guy movie.
The Joker.
No, they already did that. They're doing it again. Kraven the Hunter.
Yes.
And he's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
And not hunting Spider-Man.
Well, why would he? He's such a hunk.
Well, you know what? You're asking the same questions that the executives did. Why would he?
Why would he? Well, Spider-Man's a hunk. Can't have a guy hunt a hunk. So.
Yeah. Stupid.
Stupid.
E40 slaps. I love E40. I'm a fan.
I think this is the only song I'd ever heard.
I've heard of it for sure. I like him. I love how lazy the superhero costume is.
It was
like this video was made for $100.
It was like a shirt he was already wearing, and they just gave him a cape.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
They're like, just show up to set wearing whatever you're wearing.
Yeah.
That's the costume.
Everyone gets a name tag though.
They get name
tags.
I
like their name tags because we gotta know who's who.
Yeah.
I said that C on your cape might as well stand for cuck. I have an interview that E40 did with Complex Magazine in 2011.
2011?
Yes. So 17 years after the song.
If you would ask me if he was still alive, I would say no.
He's doing great. So here's what he says. Captain Save-A-Ho was a person that's really like saving abroad. He pillow talking her, he's soft in the game. He'd do anything he can try and get at this broad that got more miles on it than US Airways. You smell me? Haha. She done been around and he want to have a rest haven and save her and turn her into a housewife and go all out of his way to get in her draws. He the type of dude buying a clothes, cars, whatever he can do. So I wrote that because it's a lot of my buddies out there that's Captain Save-A-Hos. So we came with the heavy mobbed out bass line, that mob music. So anyway, to make a long story short, Studio Ton came up with the bass line to Captain Save-A-Ho. And I put my sister Sugar T on there. I put Be Legit in there and D-Shot. The whole family was in there, all vibing. The whole Sick With It camp. I came with the title, and my brother D-Shot was thinking of a hook. And D-Shot was like, man, remember that song by Frankie Smith? It was called Double Dutch Bus. And I was like, yeah, I remember. And he was like, we used to just, speaking like that in Pig Latin. Should I save her? And then Sugar T came in there like, I want to be saved. And we started vibing, and all of us came out with the hook. D-Shot played the biggest part in the hook. I came with the concept. Everybody did their job. Be Legit gassed it. Sugar gassed it. I gassed it. D gassed it. Yeah? No?
You made some interesting choices with the way you read that article. I don't think you should have.
I don't see what the problem is.
What if I told you that he put an album out in 2019?
What if I told you that we should go to Best Buy, who still sells albums?
Future Shop.
Let's go to Future Shop and buy a copy. If I wanted to buy a CD right now, could I?
Yeah. You can go to Sunrise Records.
Sunrise.
Yeah.
Keeping it real.
Keeping it real. I don't like people playing on my phone.
I don't like people playing on my phone. Now you can say it and that's fine, but I'm
his new
a
album
racialist when I do it.
Has guest appearances by A$AP Ferg, Chris Brown, Fabulous, G-Eazy, Quavo, Rick Ross, Roddy Ricch, Scarface, Schoolboy Q, Wiz Khalifa, Method Man, and Redman.
I mean, that's a lot of fucking people.
Wild.
I mean, people like E40.
2019 E40.
E40's got connections.
Man.
I heard you're a Schoolboy Q fan.
I like Schoolboy Q.
I like, what do I like? There He Go.
There you go.
That's a good one. They'd be like, there he go.
Yep. He has a good one called Man of the Year that I really like.
Oh, I think I've also heard that.
Yeah.
I knew that because I listened to your Q&A.
Thanks. I'm still not listening to yours.
I know.
I don't care what you have to say. Unless I want to know the answers to the questions that I can't remember. Yeah. I'm not going to forgive the quality of the video, but it is also old, so...
Yeah. It's funny.
It's funny. It's
making fun of cucks, basically.
It is making fun of cucks,
yeah. That's why it's still topical.
Like betas, kind of.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Just trying to make a housewife out of a hoe.
I heard you can't.
I heard you can't.
I heard you can't. I don't... once they got the taste for the streets, that's all they like.
You can take the... hoe out of... No. No.
I hear it.
I think I should stop. I think after I did the voice,
maybe lay off
one thing at a time.
The Ebonics.
You want to talk about Puss in Boots for a long time?
I would love to talk about Puss in Boots forever. This is Puss in Boots, The Last Wish.
2022, brought to us by Trevmageddon, which is Armageddon caused by Trevor.
Ooh.
Even though his name is Jason, so I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Who said in the note with the PayPal, watch the damn cat movie.
Well, I had already seen it.
Yes, I had not.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did.
I've now seen it twice.
Brag.
I'm gonna. Where's the U section? There's the U section. You people. So anybody who hasn't seen the first Puss in Boots, stop listening right now.
Yeah.
Go watch the first one because it's amazing. It's literally where I got my name from.
It's literally where you got your name from.
I'm named after a female cat voiced by the largest boobs in Hollywood.
Don't sell yourself short there. I don't. Well, you're not selling her short because she does have the largest boobs in Hollywood. Yeah. But you're not named after any female cat.
Yeah.
You're named after a hot female
cat. A hot female cat voiced by a hot Mexican woman with giant knockers.
Correct.
Big old mommy milkers.
Yeah. You could do a lot worse in terms of your namesake.
I could. Especially considering the names we were coming up with before were not very good.
What? Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was...
I don't know, like Snowcat or like...
Yeah. Nothing was...
Like, I think...
Nothing was landing.
Like Mountain Assault Cat. Like, as because we were doing like the
Chikara ants.
Yeah. Or like...
I mean, you've definitely done an assault on a mountain before.
Absolutely. Both sexual and for
tactical.
For sustenance. Yeah, tactical. Anyways, go see first Puss in Boots, then come back to the podcast. We'll wait.
We'll wait in real time. How long is the first Puss in Boots?
An hour 53.
We'll wait an hour 53 and go. I was so confused because I saw that because Adam also saw this before me, and I saw he gave it an 8 out of 10. I'm like, oh, awesome, you liked it. And then I found out that he didn't like the first one at all. I'm like, how? How, if you liked this, would you not have liked the first one?
Do you know when people asked me the question if I get along with Adam?
Yes.
I'm changing my answer.
To no.
No. We just have very different opinions on what we like.
I'm so good. But you have the same opinion on this.
I don't know.
But
I don't know why the first one's
wildly differing opinions on the first one. Which I don't get. I don't get that.
The first one was in my top 10.
It was.
Of 2015?
No, earlier.
Yeah, earlier.
11 or 12.
11.
Yeah.
2011. And here we are.
They're doing one every 11 years.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll do a third one. They probably should, because I think this one made it...
Linklater did.
That's true.
This is the Beyond trilogy of pussy movies.
Yes. Yes.
Every 11 years we revisit, see where things are at.
Where everybody is.
Yeah.
What country they're in now.
Yep.
What was that? Box office. This movie made $442 million.
Why wouldn't you make a third
I don't
11
know.
years then? Of course you make
What did
it.
the first one make?
Probably less, but still good.
$555 million.
More, but still good.
That's bonkers.
and
is correct.
100%. I wouldn't have, because I don't see many, if any, animated movies. So I wouldn't have seen the first one if you hadn't told me to.
I'm fine if you skip Pixar movies.
Yeah.
But you need to start watching other animated movies that are good. Because there are a lot of other good animated movies that aren't for babies.
Well, I need to be pointed in their direction.
Yeah, I'll point them in your direction.
I'll
point this in your direction.
Uh-oh. This had me asking, what DreamWorks animation have I seen? Because I bet it's not
Probably
much.
not that much.
So
have you seen Shrek?
Here's what I've seen.
Okay.
I've seen Puss in Boots 1.
Okay.
I've
I made you.
I've seen Shrek 2.
Because I was there with you.
Because I went on a bad blind date to it.
Yes, with a pig.
A bit of a pig.
Yeah.
Madagascar 3. Because Adam was watching it for his podcast and I was there.
Okay.
The Bad Guys.
Because
I was required to.
Mm-hmm.
And Shudder. Home.
Wow, that wasn't our choice.
And that's it. That's my DreamWorks experience.
Do you want me to give you the quick run through of my DreamWorks experience?
Is it more than me?
Oh, it's way more.
Is it a lot more than me?
It's probably way
Is
more
it
than me.
almost everything DreamWorks has made?
No.
4 Shreks.
Ants, no. Prince of Egypt, yes. Road del Dorado, no. Chicken Run, yes. Joseph, King of Dreams? What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a religious, Joseph.
It's Technicolor Dreamcoat.
No, thanks. Shrek, yes. Spirit, yes. Sinbad.
Stallion of the Cimarron?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Very good. I do highly recommend that one. That one's very good.
I believe I gave the Blu-ray to Adam as a birthday present.
Nice.
Hey, horsey movie.
Horsey movie. It's very good.
He's got a big unit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fickle hog.
Spirit's packing.
Yeah, he's packing. He's the inspiration behind the Chance XL. His Spirit.
Modeled after Spirit.
Yeah. Sinbad, no. Shrek 2, yes. Shark Tale, no, because it's fucking Will Smith.
Yeah.
Madagascar, yes. Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, yes.
Oh, also yes. I missed that.
Over the Hedge, yes.
That's DreamWorks?
Yeah.
I thought it was British.
No, they did one.
I think DreamWorks distributed it. I don't know.
Maybe. Over the Hedge, yes. Flushed Away, yes. Shrek the Third, yes. B-Movie, yes. Kung Fu Panda, yes. Madagascar, Escape to Africa, yes. Monsters, Aliens, yes. How to Train Your Dragon, yes. Shrek Forever After, probably. Megamind, yes. Kung Fu Panda, yes. Or Kung Fu Panda 2, yes. Puss in Boots, yes. Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, maybe.
I can tell you about it.
Rise of the Guardians, yes.
Madagascar 3, from my understanding, has the first fuckable character in it. Because the character design in most ways is awful. But in 3, there's a hot Bryan Cranston tiger.
Yes. Oh, then I have seen it.
Yes. It's all coming back.
Yeah. That's all coming back to me now. Rise of the Guardians, yes. The Croods, yes. Turbo, no. Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Who's that for? No.
My parents? I don't know.
How to Train Your Dragon 2, yes. Penguins of Madagascar, no. Home, unfortunately, yes. Kung Fu Panda 3, yes. Trolls, yes.
Nice.
The Boss Baby, no. Captain Underpants, no. How to Train Your Dragon The Hidden World, yes. Abominable, yes. Trolls World Tour, no. The Croods, A New Age, no.
I was really secretly hoping you had seen the second Croods.
Spirit Untamed, no.
Oh.
Baby Boss Family Business, no. The Bad Guys, yes. And Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, yes. So maybe 60%.
Yeah.
And they have 4 upcoming movies. All of them,
sequels?
All of them sound stupid.
Oh.
No. There is a Trolls sequel.
Sure.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yep.
A listed untitled film, February 9th, 2024. And
well, get it together, guys. You got less than a year to get your movie out.
Ruby Gillman, Teenage Kraken.
No.
We're seeing it.
No.
Opening day.
No.
Somebody's going to pay for it, and we're going to see it.
If they pay for it,
There's
I'll
also
happily see it.
a Captain Underpants Dogman movie.
Hold on.
Fourth Madagascar.
What's the Dogman situation?
Scott, he's a dog man. He's got a big dick, and a fifth Shrek movie, an untitled Donkey spin-off film, an untitled third Boss Baby film that maybe is probably not going to happen because you know who the voice of Boss Baby is.
Yeah, that'd be tricky, but not impossible. We can do it.
Okay. Anywho, Puss in Boots. So we pick up with Puss years after the first.
I would love to pick up with Puss.
I'll pick up some Puss. Years after the first movie, where he's obviously still a wanted criminal, even though he was kind of turned out to be the good guy at the end of the first movie.
Yeah, a real Kraven the Hunter.
A real Kraven the Hunter. A real Will Smith in Suicide Squad.
Yep.
A
real The Rock in Black Adam.
The Rock in Black Adam, yeah. So,
a real Venom. Fucking Venom.
Noted super
hero Venom.
Yeah. Gotta make him likable.
I fucking hate everything.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. I like in the second one, though, how they are clearly a gay couple.
Oh, the second one's a romantic comedy, and I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Woody's not wearing the wig, so...
That
was your biggest problem.
I gave it a 1 out of 10 because Woody wasn't wearing the wig. Like, I paid for for Woody in a clown wig.
Yeah.
You promised it at the end of the first one.
You sure did.
He said there was going to be carnage.
Yep.
In a clown wig.
In a clown wig.
Which is honestly a good way to do carnage.
Yeah.
Like, if I was doing carnage, yeah. I would be in a clown wig.
I'd be a clown.
Yeah. So, you know what's a shocking movie I haven't seen? Clown. It's technically TF. It's the weirdest TF in the world, but I should see it. Because, like, it's a werewolf movie, but a clown, right?
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Well, kind of. It's a dad who forgets to hire a clown for his son's birthday.
Yeah.
So he goes and tracks down like a old clown costume.
Yeah.
But then by him putting the clown costume on, it grafts to his skin, and he becomes an it type.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's good, but it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Anyways, Puss is living his life. He ends up fighting this in a town. He's celebrating his, birthday. Let's say. He's throwing this big house destroying party in what you would maybe assume is his house. Turns out to be like a ritual governor,
yeah.
And he doesn't like him being there, so he just decides to try and sweet talk his way out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm struggling with this so much. It's
okay.
Literally a movie I love. And by doing so, by having this party and causing all this ruckus, he accidentally wakes up a troll.
Mm-hmm.
The big kind. The big kind troll. Yeah, like a mountain troll who comes to
Tall boy.
Try to destroy the village, and Puss, obviously, because he's badass, kicks its ass.
Yeah.
And while he's giving like his comical winning speech,
yeah.
A bell falls and crushes him
to death.
He then wakes up in a doctor's room, in an operating room where he's alive now, and the doctor essentially tells him, like, you died, and he goes, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm a cat.
I got
lots I got 9 of them, and he goes, well, how many times have you died?
Through?
And then they do a very, very good montage of his previous life.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, I don't know, I'm not good with math. So he lists them all and he goes, I don't know, what is that, like 4? And he's like, that's 8.
I love
like,
you
that. Have 1 left.
Yeah. You'll real die if you die one more time. I love that. I didn't write them all down, but life number 2 was lost to literal dogs playing poker.
Yes. He cheats at poker against dogs and then they kill him. Yeah, that's great. Very good.
Did you expect to hear the phrase, especially this early into the movie, lift your tail and relax?
Oh, he's getting his temperature taken.
He was.
And he reassured the doctor that he runs hot.
He did. Yes, he did. I was not expected to hear it that soon, but I was here for it.
Absolutely. I like when he's...
I also did, reflexively, when the doctor said that. Yeah.
Of course. I like when he's talking to the doctor about, like, who he... Like, have you not heard of, like... my favorite nickname for him is the Stabby Tabby.
Yes.
I love it.
That's good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So, essentially, the doctor is, like... telling him he's forcing him to retire due to doctor's orders. So he's like, no.
Because he's a Japanese women's wrestler and turned 26.
26?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get out and start having babies.
You're a has-been. Go play professional golf.
You're so ugly now.
You're disgusting.
No one wants to. None of these old white guys.
None of these
who
business
sit in the
criminals
first row of every Stardom show
want to shit on a glass table above you anymore.
Nothing.
What? That's not how they do it.
It's
The woman does it. The guy watches. But I like the other way.
That's pretty funny.
I'm gonna make a girl experience a glass bottom boat.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my thing.
I want to see Glass Bottom Boat. There's a movie called The Glass Bottom Boat.
It's probably about an actual boat.
1966. Okay, what if I Google search Glass Bottom Boat Sex Act?
That'll probably get you there.
No, nothing.
Damn. Sounds like we have some interneting to do later.
Glass Bottom Boat stars Doris Day, Rod Taylor, and Arthur Godfrey.
Our boy Rod Taylor from The Birds?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who's simultaneously 23 and 47?
Yeah. So
here's my little sister who's 11.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Aren't you like 50? How do you have an 11-year-old sister?
Grandfather?
Are those crows gonna kill somebody?
Are the crows doing The Birds?
The crows are doing other birds. Yeah. As long as nobody throws them at me as hard as they can through a window of a phone booth, I'll be fine. That job looks so fun. So
whap, whap, whap.
Puss refuses to retire.
Yeah.
He's, he
ain't going out like that.
I'm not going out like I ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
So he goes to drown his sorrows in cream, in leche, and
hey, we all been there.
We all been there. I drown my souls in my soul in leche every week.
Yeah.
It's the only way I can make it through the day. So he goes to a bar, and there's a mysterious stranger, a spooky stranger that shows up, and wants him to sign something, and he slides over the wanted poster, and he goes, sign right here, and he's tapping the dead part of Dead or Alive, and Puss goes like I don't sign autographs, whatever, and he kind of says like, well, I'm actually not here for the autograph. And he's Puss takes him to be a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
And they have a showdown in the bar, which this guy turns out to be a massive white wolf with size. Or no,
they're sort of...
They're like the sickles.
Sort of sickles, yeah.
With two massive sickles.
Is it time for this year's highly fuckable animated dog?
Could be.
In the vein of Mr. Wolf from The Bad Guys, Nick Wilde from Zootopia, Haida from Agretsuko, Legoshi from Beastars, etc., etc., etc. I believe it is. It is time for Death from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Yeah, that is everybody's go-to.
How many fuckable dogs do you degenerates need?
How many pages of porn of him do you think there are on Fur Affinity?
There's an artist who did something of me, who has also been doing a lot of death fucking Puss. Yeah.
So we talking like 4,000 pages?
4,000 seems high, but more than 10.
Yeah.
I mean, more than 10 pictures, not 10 pages. Yeah. Pages are a lot.
Well, just by looking on here, there's too much. I don't like it. And like some of it is like movie quality good.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like it could be a still from a different movie.
It's a deleted scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I like to see those scenes.
Me too. So Puss during the battle he gets frightened that he might lose his life.
Yeah.
So
and he is not winning.
He's not winning at all. No. So he flees. He leaves his sword behind because he's afraid. And he goes to where the doctor told him to go, which is an old black lady who just collects cats.
Yeah.
And he goes, he has a very comical funeral for his boots, cape, hat that he then buries in a grave. And goes to the house thinking he's just going to like live a quiet life, except for she's like a crazy lady who gives him like all the cats have mittens on.
She's a multiple cat owner.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she names him Pickles.
Yep.
And then I very much like the montage of him becoming like the house cat.
Yeah.
Of like he kicks off the mittens, but like it's like very accurate to a cat.
Yeah,
like the manners,
like,
in
the
which
leg shake,
the leg shake,
Yeah.
and the paw shake and stuff is very very accurate to a real cat.
Yeah.
And then she tries to feed him. Oh no, he stand up pees in the toilet because he refuses to use the litter
yeah,
box.
the communal litter box.
Then she tries to feed. She just has like giant bags full of like dry food, which he refused to eat. So then he starts cooking his own meal
Yeah.
at the stove, and eventually you can see him like getting worn down
Yeah.
to the point where he's like eating out of the trough full of food, and he's got an old man cat beard now.
Yeah, so I said, is he doing a Scott arc?
He might be.
Get severely depressed, grow a giant beard, shave the giant beard, still be severely depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beard is hiding nothing.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, who am I fooling?
Who am
with
I
this
fooling?
fucking thing?
Yeah. So he's kind of conceded to being this like broken down old shell of himself.
Should I do the beard again?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, whatever you do, don't do the opposite. Because I can't look at your face again.
Baby?
It's terrifying.
Baby?
No, it's
the baby.
undescribable horrors. I can't do it again. Once
Not
is enough.
again.
Once is enough. So he ends up meeting a little Chihuahua dog who's pretending to be a cat so that he can like eat and be inside because he lives under the porch.
And get pussy.
And he's an annoying little butt munch.
Yeah.
But he does become more likable as the movie goes on. So at this point,
He's too positive.
he's too positive. He's four positive.
He's 4 positive.
He's 4 positive. So at this point, Goldilocks and the 3 bears are introduced. They're tracking down Puss, which as the audience, we are kind of convinced that maybe they're also bounty hunting him. So they end up showing up at the old woman's house. They like very comically and not smoothly bust into the house, and voiced by Ray Winstone,
Yep.
Olivia Colman,
Yeah.
some random British black guy.
Yeah, I like
his
how
Baby Bear.
how like every like mix of characters. It's like famous person, never heard of him.
Famous person, and like voice actor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because like
and then Goldilocks
like
is
Antonio Banderas, Selma Hayek, and the dog is
the
some
fat
fucking-
Mexican guy that you've seen him and stuff.
Yeah.
And Goldilocks is voiced by my girl Florence Pugh.
That's right.
Gosh, so hot. Her at the Met Gala. Oof, that dress, so scandalous.
I saw better at the Met Gala.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying she's number one.
No,
but-
she was hot.
Yeah.
But was she a cat?
No, she was not a cat.
No.
Yeah. I'm now I'm distracted by looking up pictures of her at the Met Gala. Even with the shaved head, like normally I'm anti buzzed head.
Anti G.I. Jane.
Yeah, but I'm into it.
Her and Jada Pinkett are the exceptions.
I don't know if Jada's the exception. Jada's kind of a ruiner. I don't know if you're aware of this.
We can only say nice things about Jada Pinkett.
You were pretty okay in that thing you were in.
You didn't ruin all of the Fresh Prince scenes you were in.
Yeah. Yeah.
All.
Some. So they bust in. They're trying to get Puss. They stumble upon his grave. They think he's dead.
As someone who has himself busted in and tried to get Puss, I found this relatable.
And they think he's dead, but Puss overhears the conversation they're having, which is they need him to help steal the map to the wishing star that will grant you one maybe perhaps the last wish. But one more wish. But then it turns out they got to steal it from little Jack Horner, who's
big,
big boy, big old boy,
big old John Mulaney,
and voiced by John Mulaney, which is so weird.
I got so psyched when I heard his voice.
Yeah, I mean it's a very very recognizable voice,
and it's a good cartoon voice.
It's a good cartoon voice.
I mean, John Mulaney naturally has a good cartoon voice. He doesn't have to do much.
No, he's a very cartoony guy.
Yeah.
So,
although less cartoony now that he's
yeah.
off the yay.
His new special was not very good.
It was fine.
It was not his best work by far. It was very, very much not. I was like, I didn't laugh at anything. I don't think. I thought it was like, yeah, okay, like, I get it. Your jokes are about you used to be on drugs. Like,
I was the whole time I was trying to figure out who the 12 celebrities at his introduction were.
Yeah.
I got some.
Well, you got some, and the ones he named, right?
Yeah, you got a Kroll, you got a Seth Meyers.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson wasn't because he was somewhere else.
'Cause he was somewhere else.
Yeah, and then a few. I think Natasha Leggero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think there's also in the credits there's first names of them, so you can figure out some. Yeah. What are you doing that's making noise?
Shut up!
All right.
You shut your whore mouth. Anyways, Puss is like, when they hear little Jack Horner, he kind of is like not on board with it because he's mean.
Yeah.
So he's a collector of fairy tale magical items and things.
He is to DreamWorks what Benicio del Toro is to Marvel. That's right. I have Marvel references.
So you've been watching your movies. So
I see you've studied your judo well.
Yeah. So they go to Jack Horner. They, the comedy of errors occurs where they end up stealing. They try to steal the map, and then whatever. The Goldilocks and Three Bears also accidentally stumble in.
Yeah.
And hilarity ensues.
Have we met the Serpent Sisters?
They're the ones who bring the map.
So when they came in, I'm like, they sound familiar.
Yeah.
I know these voices.
Well, one of them you know the person.
Yes.
The other one you're like, I would recognize their face, but I don't know their name.
Very much. So I looked them up. I'm like, oh, it's Artemis from Always Sunny.
Yeah.
And I wrote, this is perhaps unkind.
Unkind, you say?
It's Artemis from Always Sunny and that really ugly woman, Betsy Sodaro.
Yes.
Who, when I see her face, I can only picture the sound. Eee.
Yeah.
She's a real ee.
Yeah. Was she also on Sunny? I think she's been on Sunny.
She could have been.
She's been on Sunny.
I just got an email back from Manscaped.
Oh boy. Live on air. Sorry, we're not paying you.
Hey Scott, I understand you're frustrated. You're spelled wrong. I never received the multiple of messages you're referring to, so I'm attempting to get up to speed. Legally, we cannot pay these without a new vendor form filled out. This is the first I've heard of it, so it is more complicated than pushing a button. In fact, I have no access to the finances myself. I can resubmit these to accounting for approval, but you'll need to fill out this document. And he did actually include the document, so nice. I'll fill it out and send it back. First I'm hearing about the new vendor document.
Maybe something that should have been mentioned the first time.
Once again, something that could have been brought to my attention yesterday.
Yeah. So it's always nice when a company just like doesn't give you the information you need.
Yeah.
And it's on you to figure it out.
Because like it was originally presented like you can fill out this stuff or we can just do it on PayPal. I'm like, PayPal, please. And here we are. One day, you know what?
Hey, maybe we'll get paid.
Things are happening. Maybe we'll get paid.
Maybe you
can buy a second PS2. A second PS2.
I'll buy a PS2, sure.
And then mash them together and make a PS7.
In my basement, there's a PS1 somewhere.
In my bedroom, there's a PS2.
There you go. I don't think she's been on It's Always Sunny, but she was on like an episode of Kroll Show. She's like does a ton of voice acting stuff.
If
NTSFSD SUV,
National Terrorism Strike Force San Diego Sports Utility Vehicle.
Yeah.
If she and the aforementioned Fortune Feimster were on screen at the same time, would it break every screen in America?
Yeah.
Okay.
One episode of Review. She was in Beef.
She was in Beef. She was the Beef.
She was the Beef.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's obviously friends with those people.
I'm sure
she's been on some comedy Bang Bang stuff.
Sure, she's a funny lady. Sure, she's a nice lady. I don't love looking at her because all I can hear is
happy together.
Look her up and tell me I'm wrong, listening audience.
Drunk history.
Yeah, she seems like a drunk history. She seems like some of my drunk history, if you know what I'm talking about.
Science exclamation point.
Science exclamation
I
point?
don't know, I was reading other things. She's in Hubie Halloween. A go-to yearly staple for me now of Halloween movies. Because it was so good.
Oh, look, I just got a sad DM from Cody because I didn't list him on my top 5. Because you don't fucking wrestle anymore, asshole. I was listing current people. I would have listed Chewy too, but he's not that active.
Well, time to unfriend Cody.
I am so mad at every communication I've received in the last 5 minutes. God damn it. Drew, win me back.
I don't even remember where we were. You keep throwing me off.
Serpent Sisters, and they were around. We've had some Jack Horner stuff. Oh, there was a good. I think it was a flashback to when he was actual little Jack Horner at the pie shop. Sticking in his thumb and pulling out a plum, but nobody was paying attention because everyone was all psyched because across the street Pinocchio was a real boy, and Jack Horner was like, "What's impressive? I've been a boy the whole time."
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good line. That's a pretty good line.
Yeah.
So yeah, now they're going to take the map to go find the wishing star. And Jack Horner grabs a bag and just starts stuffing all the
bullshit
magical items he's got into the bag.
Yeah.
And he's going to chase after them. So the idea behind it is that it sort of takes you to a alternate reality that can help you go to where the star is.
Yeah.
And the map...
And it's like, the map changes dependent on the person reading it.
Yes. Because it not only does it reveal like the path, but it's also like it kind of shows you fears and
specific to you.
Specific to you. So like if whoever's holding the map, the terrain around them and what they visually see changes.
Yeah, like one person gets like the Forest of Terrors, and then
the other person gets married and has 2 kids and has to live a life where they don't get to play their brand new PlayStation 5.
Forest of Terrors, please.
Forest of Terrors 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, and then like the dumb dog gets like the Gumdrop Palace.
Well, because the dog is so like
pure
of heart that he doesn't have fears.
He's the Sir Gawain of the party.
He is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that the right one?
Is he the Sir not appearing in this film?
Now I'm filled with doubt. Is it Gawain or Galahad? That's the pure.
Gawain, Galahad.
It might be Gawain.
I'm purely going off of Monty Python.
Monty Python's accurate. Which one was that?
I think Galahad.
Galahad's the pure? It might be. I'm not gonna look it up.
That's for damn sure. Shall me look it up?
Who's the nice King Arthur knight? Lancelot Fox.
Galahad.
Galahad.
Yeah, Galahad is the...
Gawain's just a guy?
Yeah. Gawain's just the other Gawain.
The other guy. He's neither pure nor fucks.
He might fuck.
Not like Lancelot.
Sir Gawain and Galahad. That doesn't help me at all. Gawain is his character is he is King Arthur's nephew and a knight of the Round Table.
He's a nepo baby.
He is a nepo baby.
Yeah.
Does it have? It doesn't give him a name, so he must just be a member of the Round.
I think he might be the one that finds the Holy Grail.
Sure.
But that's all I got.
Is he a child molester?
I mean, he's a man in power in the olden times, so almost...
And a Christian?
Almost certainly. Yeah.
Yeah, good. I like it. So, so they end up getting followed through the portal by
whom?
The Goldilocks and the 3 bears.
Well, go on. I want it to be soft pause time soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess we met soft pause already.
I think we did.
Yeah, I gotta. During the...
Because she doesn't show up for a while.
During the theft of the map, Kitty Softpaws shows up.
Yeah.
And they have like a sort of like moment where you're like, oh, they're gonna be back, they're gonna be happy together, and then Kitty's like, fuck you, puss.
You left me at the altar,
you
piece of shit.
motherfucker, you goddamn piece of shit. And he's like, whoa, let's just get out of here first, and then we can fight. Anyways, over the course of this time too, like while all these things are happening, the big bad wolf he does like a whistle.
Yeah,
and
scary whistle.
Puss Puss hears it, and it's like, terrifying him. I don't think it's Andy Griffith.
No,
I think it's like a more sinister. I don't think it's Harlem Globetrotters.
Sweet George Brown? No,
I don't think so.
All right, whatever.
So so that's when we get reintroduced to Kitty, and like obviously Kitty is not happy about Puss because he left her at the altar, but they are sort of working together because she wants to get the wishes. She wants to also get the wish.
Yeah.
And like everyone wants the wish.
Yeah.
Although
I don't understand why either of the anthropomorphic cats needs a wish, because that would be my wish.
Right.
And if I already had that, I wouldn't need any other wishes.
But you don't want your wives back?
I'm just going to be careful.
Knowing you, who's already lost probably 4.
I'm very careful. I'm not good with numbers, but it's probably 1.
I think each arm break counts as... Each arm injury counts as 1.
Well, that's 3.
And then there was that time you contracted AIDS from an African prostitute.
That's 4.
There.
Okay, so
4. You've lost 4.
5 to go.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yes. I've never been to this doctor before. Well, I just assumed you being a hypochondriac, you'd be here all the time. But okay, I mean, let's say yes. I'm very sick. I've contracted full-blown AIDS. Would you like to know how I got the AIDS? No, not really.
No.
Well, I got it from having sex with an African prostitute. It was the only way that she could afford to send money back to her family. That scene is so good. Look up "Life's Too Short" Liam Neeson, and you'll get a delightful treat. So they go through the world, and then the idea is that whoever's holding the map is how you like what you see. So they give it to their little dog friend, and he carries the map so that they can go through like the nice world. While the rest of them all have to kind of go through the bad stuff behind them, because I guess like
horrific hellscapes,
because if you're not the one holding it, then you get
deal with your own
shit. You get the spookies. So so as they're on their way to go to where the star is, then Jack Horner comes through, and he's pissed. I do like that he's got his Baker's Dozen as his like henchman. Mm-hmm. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And like the pumpkin that they turn into like, I don't know, like an old timey wooden like tank.
Yeah.
Or like army machine. I don't know what it is. But so like he's on the pursuit.
And he's got his bag full of stuff at one point he pulls out the sword still in the stone. Again, King Arthur reference. However, I had a big old actually for that. Actually, Excalibur wasn't the sword in the stone. That was a different sword. Excalibur was presented to King Arthur as an adult by the Lady of the Lake.
Oh, yeah.
So just wanted to...
So what was the name of the sword in the stone?
Didn't have a name. Just some fucking sword.
I think you're wrong.
Just some fucking S-word.
Some S-word?
Some S-word.
I'm trying to think of a slur that starts with S. Oh. Slant?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got it. Slant, slope, mostly Asian. Silly black person.
See, but now this one, apparently, according to the Encyclopedia Britannica, says Excalibur in Arthurian legend, King Arthur's sword. As a boy, Arthur alone was able to draw the sword out of the stone.
Excalibur,
in which it was
sword.
Magic. Well,
different fucking sword.
Are you smarter than the Encyclopedia?
You know
Britannica?
The answer is yes.
You think and is the truth are two different things. But here's famous other sword. Sword was given. Oh, see.
Oh.
But this one, which is just a random website called writinginmargins.weebly.com/home/Excalibur versus the Sword and the Stone. Well,
take it.
Scott, that's two informations. I'm not going.
That's two information.
I'm not going with that's the right answer.
That's the right answer.
Because the other one says otherwise. This isn't Facebook, Scott. You can't just click on the one article that gives you the right answer and then say that's the right answer. Now, what does Wikipedia say?
You know what? I bet Wiki's on my side. Just that fucking dictionary doesn't know what it's talking about.
Wikipedia is on your side.
See?
It says it is a sword given to him by the Lady of the Lake.
Happy to do it.
So,
So?
what is the name of the sword and the stone?
Doesn't have a name.
How do you know?
Because I read it. I'm a reader. You know I'm a big reader.
Scott,
Actually, if you listen to my Q&A, you'd know I'm not a big reader, but that's okay.
What the fuck have I told you about history?
It's written by the Chinese.
No.
Oh. It's actually her story.
Her for she.
It doesn't make sense.
No, if no one alive was there
Then it didn't happen.
there's no video evidence,
Then it didn't happen.
then it didn't happen.
That's true.
So, they end up getting to the wishing star, but I'm going to skip over the Puss having panic attacks about dying and his delightful little dog friend that's his emotional support animal.
How about Jacked Puss arc?
Jacked Puss arc was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the one other thing I had before the end is I thought
If you can do this in 30 seconds, we can do it in 3 hours.
nice.
Go. Go.
I thought Jiminy Cricket was Jim. It sounded like Jim Gaffigan doing Jimmy Stewart.
Yes.
But it was just some other guy kind of doing
it was a
Jimmy
guy.
Stewart.
Yeah.
I was sad. I would have bet money it was Gaff.
Don't crush me. I am a cricket.
Yeah.
Don't trust the Mexicans.
Jimmy.
They'll get in front of your truck so they get hurt and then they get paid by the government.
Oh.
I like don't trust the Mexicans, Jimmy Stewart.
That's my guy.
Don't give him any money. He's just gonna bring his family here illegally.
Built that wall.
Finish the wall. Oh boy, these heights are very high. I don't like being up here. Whoa. Yeah, that's right. He's getting vertigo. On the top of the wall.
That's I like that a lot. I'm a big fan.
So, Goldilocks wants to get the star to wish for her real family.
Because the bears aren't good enough.
Because the bears aren't, even though the bears treat her
like straight up family.
They
love her.
The weird thing about the Goldilocks and the bears the whole time is that, like, they're not really portrayed as villains.
No,
they're sort of pseudo villains.
They got stuff to do, but
they're not bad guys.
No,
and Goldilocks wants to be with her human family that, like, even in the fairy tale,
just fucking abandoned her.
Yeah, so I don't know. Somebody's got daddy issues.
It's almost like she's an awful white woman.
It's almost like she's an awful. It's a good thing that the 3 bears weren't 3 dogs.
Whoa, different fairy tale,
different story. Although I bet you there's porn of it.
We can incorporate that into our gritty Scooby remake.
Sure. Goldilocks and the 3 bears porn search had better come up with Goldilocks and 3 men who are bears.
Ooh.
Well, yes, but they gender bend Goldilocks.
Oh, I see.
So,
but not the bears.
Nope.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Well,
gross.
Now that's in your search history.
Yeah, whatever. This computer is just for Asian gaming and research while we podcast.
Research.
Although there is one with 2 very big, muscular, like hairy guys wearing bear masks and a woman. So maybe it's not all bad. So yeah, I don't understand why she's so why she hates her family so much. So they all end up landing in the area, like going to the area where the star is, and Mr. Bad Jack Horner comes, and I don't know, the climax is the climax. The wolf comes, turns out he's Death.
Yeah.
That's he's not a bounty hunter, he's coming for Puss, and then there's like a massive scene where like everybody's trying to fight Jack Horner, and Puss is trying to not get killed by the wolf.
Yeah.
And that's sort of like the whole climax of the movie, and then you can only use the wish once, and they gotta bring somebody back to life. Use it wisely. So they bring Hitler back.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, Titler back. Tiller, alive and well. And somebody better kill that dog. Yeah, I'm not missing anything before I get to the actual push in boots. That's not what I wanted. What's a push?
How about get your shit pushed in boots?
Ugh, no? I don't like that. So yeah, let's see.
What happened?
Oh, sorry. I was just seeing if I wanted to read the ending in case I missed anything. For a star. Oh yeah, his name is Perito. Is the dog's name,
which is Spanish for little dog.
Little dog. I know. So yeah, so Death comes. He challenges Puss to a fight. Puss forgoes his wish of more lives and accepts Death's duel because he's realizes like the value of being alive.
Yeah, Puss had the option to use the wish and didn't.
Yeah. And then Puss disarms the wolf and declares that while he knows he can never defeat Death, he will never stop fighting for his last life.
Yeah.
Seeing that Puss has lost his arrogance, Death begrudgingly spares him before leaving. Death and Puss agree that they will meet again one day, probably in the sequel.
That makes another $500 million.
Horner gets sucked into his bag.
Horner gets sucked?
He gets sucked and fucked and chucked. And he gets pulled into, because his bag is magic and it's like hollow, like it's a bottomless bag. He gets sucked inside the bag, and they're like, "Hey, he's dead. We got him. He's trapped."
Yeah.
Except for he eats the Alice in Wonderland
grow
cookie.
Yeah.
And gets a huge dick.
Yeah. Throbbing.
And he escapes the bag. Then he attempts to make the wish that he can control all of the world. Sorry, he can control all of the magic in the world.
Yes.
So that he can
He wants to be the only one with magic.
Yeah. Then he gets distracted by Perito, trying to do the Puss in Boots, like, adorable face.
Yeah.
Which just looks like he's constipated.
Yeah. It's because he's a dumb dog and they can't do it.
Puss, Kitty, and Goldie destroy the map, causing the star to collapse. And the star collapsing consumes only Horner, which is weird.
Convenient.
Huh?
Convenient,
yeah. And then Goldilocks realizes that like her real family was the bears, and she loves the bears, and she shouldn't have wished for things she couldn't have.
Especially when you got Ray Winstone and Olivia Colman and some other
and a guy
person.
And then Puss and Kitty go fuck.
And it was revealed that Kitty also left him at the altar.
So
they're both kind of bad.
The big reveal was that like Puss was on a cliff looking at the church, and he was like, "No, I can't do this." But it turns out that Kitty
was doing the same
also
thing.
didn't go to the church, and made him think he was the bad guy
because she's a bitch.
Yeah. The baby bear was voiced by Samson Kayo. A British actor, comedian, producer, writer. There you go.
Sweet.
And the wolf was Wagner de Moura, which is the Brazilian actor who was
Rebecca De Mornay.
Rebecca De Mornay. No, he's Pablo Escobar in.
Okay. Narcos.
Yeah. And
he's Pedro Pascal in Narcos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and that not as good as the first one.
Adam disagrees.
See, well, I know
100 times better than the first one.
I know he disagrees. I think the first one's better because I think the cat puns and like the comedy, the timing, and the jokes are way better. And this one's a lot more more serious tones.
Yeah, which is probably why, because he's autistic and doesn't understand comedy.
Oh.
So
that makes sense.
Kind of makes sense.
This one did have something that I tried to do at wrestling but didn't quite work, which was when we had a multi-man tag and a bunch of people jumped on me and I immediately kicked out and said dog pals don't work on cats.
Yes.
But the audience was too loud and the referee was counting too fast, so we couldn't really do it. But I thought that was really good. But yeah, I think the comedy is way better than the first one. But this one is like maybe a better story. Like the story in the movie's better.
Yeah.
And it is like a lot more serious and about like grief, loss, death, like all that stuff. So, but
it's also about family.
I still think it's amazing.
It's great.
So
yeah. Oh, and it was cool that they. I guess it was used throughout. They definitely used it in that initial troll fight at the beginning, like that Into the Spider-Verse animation.
Yeah, it kind of comes and goes throughout the movie,
which is cool. Just to like mix it up. I like that.
It's nice to do. I like unique.
Yeah.
Animation, like.
Yeah, it was cool.
Wow.
Did we keep it on 3 hours?
I can't believe we did it. No, we did 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Oh.
But luckily...
Dump it.
Luckily we don't have... Dump it, the whole thing.
Dump it all.
Get rid of it all. Luckily the next part's not really super long, I guess.
It'll be shorter.
So,
our promise to you, probably shorter.
Except for we have to wait an hour in between recording.
Yeah.
But, oh well. Hope you enjoyed that we're actually doing the all request.
Better send Drew birthday presents before tomorrow.